each other in the first round, which is crazy. I'm very excited for that. I don't know anything about Nightshade because we're gonna do Nightshade versus Eagle Eye, but I thought like, even though we usually cast Eagle Eye in the final, I feel like this is a good one to pick up for the first round.
Yes, sir.
I can't even look at chat on my second screen. I want to start everybody. But you guys know Eagle Eye, the winners of the last few. Winner last week, clutched it up right at the end. We've got some old returning teams like Universe 7 who pushed Eagle Eye to the final. In the final, we have Blink Bolts and Love Bites who competed last week as well. But Love Bites I saw as two of our former teammates, which is super exciting. And then a couple new teams, which is always good to see. Like Lapis is new. And Peso, I would love to see Universe 7 versus Peso, some Wonder gameplay again.
I'm so down for that Wanda. I at best see that Wanda coming out in Peso. I want to see Kitty Doll on that Wanda once more.
Agreed. So everyone's just getting into the lobby now. Same rules, nothing's changed. It's just going to be the same bans as last week. If you're new here, the bans are basically MRC users. So it's one ban, one protect, one ban, one protect, one ban, and then obviously it alternates. So you obviously want the first ban because if you get the first ban, then you don't have to worry about a protect or anything. But this is going to be okay. We have a 0 MS player in the lobby. That's crazy.
My guy is John. Marvel Rivals. The guy has. How is that even possible? Is it just console master race? Is that what you get for having an Xbox? You just get 0 ping on every server. It's not the first time I've seen someone from Xbox just have 0 ping.
That's crazy. Oh, wrong people. Nice.
Damn.
Nice weather today. Nope.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's partly overcast for me.
It's cold.
It is cold. That it is. I have the heater running in silent mode. Unfortunately, it picks up on my mic if I have it full blast. I am wearing like two blankets on top. Maybe next time we could have my webcam on, bro. You guys could see me snugly in the blanket. Need to get a dinosaur onesie.
Yeah, I think it's time for the webcam, and then it's just us in our onesies.
Yeah, you're gonna see me in my dino onesie. I need to get a Jeff onesie. I think that there has to be someone selling a Jeff onesie. I don't care how much it is. Okay, maybe I do care how much it is, but like if it's a reasonable price, I have to get that Jeff onesie.
I want to go to Comic-Con for the sole reason of getting a Jeff onesie.
That's fair. Hopefully they sell one. Let me see on the Googles. Do they sell a Jeff onesie? Chat. Do they sell Jeff onesies? Anyone know?
I know Aramori was wearing a Devil Dino onesie at one point.
Oh, I think I did see that one.
Yeah. So I mean, if they have a Devil Dino onesie, surely they have a Jeff onesie, right?
There's Shark onesies, but I don't see like specifically Jeff.
Yeah. Everyone's in the lobby. It is probably the highest ranked lobby we've seen in this tournament. Some Eternity player, a bunch of Celestial players, some GM players. So this is going to be what they call in the business a slobber knocker first up. This is some crazy games.
Like Travis Scott's gonna be an all-time banger, guys.
And this is the first game. We've still got so many games after this. So what we'll try and do is we will cast this game and then move to the bottom side of the bracket for the semi-final, and then pick up whoever makes the final. But obviously things happen. Like the bottom bracket could be ready before, but we'll try that. That's going to be the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to see as many teams as possible. As soon as we start doing our own tournaments, or like maybe we could chat to ACGL when there's more teams. We can try and hold the 2 semifinals, so we at least cast the 2 semifinals, because I think that like brings like that builds the narrative for the final a bit better, and then it'll give people more time on air. But for now, we're just going to go with how ACGL run things and just go from there, basically.
Yep. There'll be a lot of things that we do interchange and try rework to get the best streaming experience. But for now, we just got to do what we got to do.
Exactly. That's the thing. We're just starting out.
Yeah.
Now that we are getting so much more eyes on the community, now we can. There's just been like this team. It was the first time we've ever heard of this team. There are a whole bunch of South Africans. We're just getting so many new teams joining from random places like TikTok and social media, and now Twitch. The scene has really started to grow, and it's so great to see.
I wonder what map we're gonna get. Gonna be fully random. Oh, how's heaven? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Interesting map. I'm actually very curious what this console team is going to run. I don't really understand the console meta all that much. I know it's a lot of melee characters I know some of them high movement characters are a bit easier on the controller than on the mouse and keyboard. So I do maybe expect to see maybe a BP, maybe a Spider-Man.
A Magic.
Yeah, Magic is a South African staple. Could be expecting to see a Magic here, but going right in to see Eagle Eye playing the standard and 6. The premier hit scan, I believe he's from Namibia. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
I think Kenya, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I know he's not South African, but he is cracked all the same. I have had the pleasure or displeasure of versing him on hit scan and getting absolutely dominated. So you see. He's on his signature hit scan roll, and he's playing the meta of meta with the Cyclops giving a Mantis ban.
Yeah, I like the Mantis ban. Mantis is by far the most banned hero in Ignite this leg, because no one just wants to play against the Triple Sport Mantis. I think Triple Sport Mantis is easily the best comp in the game right now. I don't even think it's close, and just getting rid of the Mantis shows that you're just not going to have to deal with that. And I totally agree with that. It looks like Nightshade is trying to counter dive in some way. The Gambit ban.
Yeah, Gambit ban.
Occasion today.
Not today, Amos. Not today. Hopefully, maybe in the lower semifinals, maybe there's a Gambit team that sneak through. But yeah, the Nemo ban, maybe anticipating Squishy to be on that Spider-Man. I know Squishy does play a plethora of melee characters, but I've seen him play that Spider-Man. I've seen him play that DD. I've seen him play even the BP and I believe he was learning that the DPS pool. So maybe they're just trying to watch out for that as Cyclops safe.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, especially if Six is gonna lock in the pick. Him and Phoenix are just, I think, my picks. If they're in the game, I really do think you have to have that kind of hit scan slop in inverted commas element. Especially as the anchor. If they're going to play like the split, which I'm not sure if they will. Zan obviously is a dive player. He can play both, but you really need that just hit scan range damage in this meta. I really feel like you have to either play Cyclops, Hela, maybe, and Phoenix.
But no save. That was just full aura, man. They were T-posing for aura right now. I swear, if I don't see Destructor T-posing out of spawn for that aura. Well, actually, sorry, my bad. It was Pickle Jaw. Pickle Jaw is the team leader on there. He's in charge of the bands, and you said, we don't need a save. We got everything we need.
Pick your hero.
Oh, I like the Rocket Band as well.
Yeah, Rocket Punisher, kind of really strong. It seems like Monstrosity going for the old reliable, the old meta Elsa Cyclops, seeming like they're going for a double hit scan, maybe a little bit more poke slop coming from the console team. Maybe I was just fully wrong. I thought I'd see one melee character, but no, I think they got no blame range characters. Maybe Destructor Belief, maybe a Thong, Maybe play the thong, right? We get to see the thing.
Are we gonna see a match? I mean,
Might be a mirror.
there is a difference between. I mean, I would play the Groot Emma, and I assume this is gonna be like a mag. I wouldn't be surprised if Destructor pulls out the Emma, but this is a very, very similar comps here. This is the closest to Neto I think we've seen in this tournament, to be honest.
Destructor, my man or my woman's, bro. Hitting me with at least one melee character in this game. Get that melee representation with the Bruce Banner and that hero Hulk coming out on the side of the console lords. Let's see. This is the great showdown. Console versus PC. Highest of high levels.
I'm gonna watch 6 first because I feel like there's something gonna happen with 6. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Hulk also in Ignite when Wolverine's in the game. That fastball special is just being used all the time, and I think Hulk is definitely in a better spot than he used to be. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, seems like they are just tentatively taking the space right now. Looking, oh my God, 6 just took someone out with that bouncing shot. Now they're just walking into claiming the space that they rightfully deserves. Loves holding this corner with this Groot. Beaming coming out of the Cyclops and Groot wall. But they managed to just break that Groot wall and retreat a bit. Seems like Eagle Eye are in the driver's seat so far. But it looks like the console team right now is grouping up right now. Just waiting for a push, trying to burn these Groot walls down before they get in. But the Hulk taking a monstrous amount of damage. Can't really engage as of right now. Every time he tries to peek to look for an angle to get in, just gets burnt down by that Alpha Bloodstone. That percent health damage is just going way too much. Hulk gets de-Hulkified and is probably not long for this world, but who gets escaped? But Squishy said, no, you're not getting out. Alpha Bloodstone caught out, and now it's just sheer carnage that's happening. So many marks, so many shots, so many whiffs by Squishy, but just making a lot of pressure right now with just sheer presence right now. But it seems like Eagle Eye just holding this very forward. They don't want to really fight on point as of right now.
I do think this is a good switch from Nightshade to the mag. I really think Hulk is going to go down. And they were losing that first ball. From 6.
Oh my God! 3 kills on the side of the 6. Cyclops just going with the beam, looking for these stagger kills, walking them all the way to their spawn. Now allowing Destruct to get back into spawn. Another kill at the spawn door. Oh my God! Golden gets taken out. Getting a little bit of a spawn hold here. They're just getting in. They're in their bag right now. Eagle Eye just every one fight they're just holding closer and closer to the spawn now.
It's looking. We're obviously going to get an ult fight there. We're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Eagle Eye was great.
Yeah, an amazing kind, making sure they don't need to use their support ult to match, but it seems like Zan is almost dead, but oh my God! 2 kills by Flex! But Zan hitting the Emma ult, saying we can still win this range, getting taunted, James getting mind control. Magneto comes out, fearing! Oh my God, he sits down, man, and it's just Zan on the point, solo holding, making sure that they can't flip the point for free. And it seems like they're gonna get this point on 99%, the closest of close. But now on the side of Eagle Eye, they don't have a lot of ults. They just have that Luna ult. They did burn a lot of ultimates to try to get that, to try and hold that, but unfortunately it didn't work out for them. Probably just waiting for 6 to hold that Cyclops ult.
An unseen assist.
Now Luna ult goes out trying to claim all of the space, just allowing 6 to just farm this ult charge. Gets a kill. Squishy gets another strange ult. Gets a weird angle, but anybody gets 2. But Sister is holding on to this ultimate. He doesn't feel like he needs to use it to win this fight, and it's just the Invis woman.
Well, just look at the scoreboard. 6 is terrorizing this team. Nightshade is really struggling with the Cyclops pick. He's just putting so much damage, and like it's not just the damage. He's getting the final hits. They have to really work out a way to take off with Cyclops because it's just not working right now. They are going to push it up to the Emma and Punisher. I do like that. Punisher, the old
30 seconds before you
I
attack.
still think it's going to be a bit rough they're still not really shutting down the Cyclops. Maybe they can enable Flex to take the 1v1 a bit more. But right now, 6 is just bossing this lobby. And a really nice ult from there. That's a group that kind of gave them so much space for 6 to just take space and loves to take space. And from there, Eagle Eye just kind of took around there after just like a really strong start.
4, 3.
Seems like in mythology, Cyclopses are more known to be from the Europe, but it seems like 6 didn't get the memo. He's saying Cyclops is from South Africa, just showing a dominant display right now. And let's see if he'll continue into this next round, as he does have that ultimate. Probably going to use it as soon as they get, the fight breaks out onto point. Probably going to look to chunk down those tanks so they can push forward. But maybe if you look for Groot ult, combo with this Groot ult that's soon to become. But nice kite from Eagle Eye, but Loves gets pulled and Zan also gets pulled in the front line, gets taken down. Destructed now, holding this corner, now, no, they're not capping the point, guys. Point, please, point. There we go. It's a little bit scary, a little bit tense, but Optic Fury goes down. 6 manages to get a support and trades on Love's support for a tank Squishy. Now, it has that Ulsa ult. You know that Ulsa ult just annihilates tanks. But they're hoping to let Zan push up a little bit forward. Zan with the diamond form grabs the Groot, kicks him into the wall, gets destroyed Punisher with the double the guns, double the fun. But great kites from the side of Eagle Eye. Now the Kumiho comes out getting shredded, but it's managing to survive for now, but it gets taken down. Also ult comes out and followed up with an Emma ult on both sides, not getting a ton of value, but Groot gets taunted. Punisher fighting for his life, grab onto the Punisher, gets destroyed. Now they're pushing up. Love's looking for more kills. Might see one that gets the staggers so that they can get on the front foot. But good feel from each other's support. A little bit of patty cake action going on there. 6 kicks down Flex, as you was saying earlier, looking for that 1v1, but 6 comes out on top. And the tank getting shut down.
Nitro definitely used to disengage their quickest as soon as they lost those 2, and then they lost the point. Now they're just going to give up at least 40% before an ult even on the park. They are close to the Coco, but there is a Luna ult on the side of Eagle Eye, and they have that huge Cyclone ult. This is looking really good for Eagle Eye. They should each have a really clean fight here.
Ults are the most powerful ults, but Groot didn't get the memo. He said, yo, I'm just gonna wipe. We don't need no support ults right now. Punisher trying to run away, but no, 6 doesn't allow it. Ricochets the shot onto the wall and bounces into the... It's kind of crazy they gave
Thanks for the boost.
Cyclops that bouncing beam. It's such a good ability for finishing off kills.
19 final hits, 6 really is touching this body right now. There's got to be a way to try and shut it down. Eagle Eye playing really well, but it's just always getting the fix. It is going to be a close on but a really good disengage from Eagle Eye again.
Yeah, Eagle Eye disengages with Zan being the last one to retreat. Oh, a lot of damage coming from that a Cyclops ult. Also ult gets, but I believe they got blocked by the Groot with the Unstoppable. But now they're just holding space. They ult for ult and doesn't really get much. Punisher coming through with the oh my god, a lot of ults on the side of, and oh my god, Destructor just goes in, gets a double kill. 3 people in that Groot ult, and now it's the cleanup.
Control lost.
Seems like Golden Go.
Progress has passed the halfway
There was
point.
a whole big ult up from Nightshade, but with that Fox ult, they could walk forward and Eagle Eye to take it. I think this fight needs to be over before 6. Like, they need to get a 6 before 6 ult, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think this Cyclops ult is going to be what's going to be the
6
difference
looking for a little bit of an off angle here. Going for that 1v1 against Flex. Oh my god! Gets the solo kill. Now he's looking for that Punisher. Says, I'm the only DPS that needs to be in this game. Else, am I getting burnt by the feet of this? Oh my god! The Ruby Rose beam comes out, gets a double kill, gets a triple kill. Is it 4? Is it 5? Gets the 4th Punisher with the shotgun and unable and looking for this. Another 1v1. Oh my god, Flex running for his life. This is unfair. Don't let him live. Let him live, 6.
Michael being one of the most impressive hit scan play maps you will ever see from Six. It just didn't seem like there was ever a time where he was struggling to get picks. I think every fight, I think even the fights that Eagle Eye lost, he still got a couple picks. Very well deserved MVP. And Eagle Eye looking really, really good after that first map.
Just wow, dominant display from 6 to the power of 6. Is it just 6? Do I have to say 6 36 times? Is that how that works? I don't know if that. I think that's how that works, right? I'm not on my way to the power of 6. That's like, whoa, I don't even know that number, bro. Someone chat. What's 6 to the power of 6? I didn't do math like that.
36, isn't it?
Isn't that 6 to the power of 2?
Yeah,
that's 6 times 6, 36. Yeah, that's all wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, see, you guys can see that I did not do well in math.
Yeah, I was I chilled with my 60 and 70%. So you'll have to help me. It's probably like 1,000 something. Like maybe 2,000 something. I don't know, man. But yeah, what a display by 6. Just a lot of damage. Just these solo picks, women getting on these off angles, looking for the 1v1s against the on the DPSs, and it's just been absolutely dominant right now. If he's able to be countered, maybe just by getting rid of that Cyclops, might see a little bit of a change onto the side of Eagle Eye.
I definitely think see a Cyclops ban in our future here. I don't think you probably do have to ban the Cyclops, right? But it's so hard to ban really high level DPS, because if you ban these Cyclops, they're just going to play the Phoenix. If you ban the Phoenix, they're just going to play Hela, especially hit scan. Like, you can't ban all the hit scan. They're going to pop off for whatever hero they're going to play. Like, I definitely think Cyclops is the right ban, but they have to find a way to shut 6 down. It seems like we're harping on it a bit too much, but if you're getting 36 kills, 23 finals on a pretty short map, you know that you have to find a way to shut down that player.
Yeah, it's just really hard to really shut down a prolific hit scan player, as there are just a ton of viable hit scan characters in this game at the current moment. Phoenix being very strong, Elsa still being Elsa Bloodstone with that percent health damage, could shunt down squishies and tanks, all the like, and having that Hela in the back pocket, maybe even a cheeky little widow. Don't. She's been getting sneak buffs. Anyone seen the J3 clip with the fully automatic Hela? I mean, not the Hela, the fully automatic Widow. That kind of crazy, man. I think that's coming in the next season. I think we're gonna get a fully automatic Widow by the next season. Team up, just gonna be the new team up for Widow. But first ban, there goes that Cyclops.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. As we discussed, I think there'll probably be a Phoenix save here from Eagle Eye, but I'm not surprised at all with the Cyclops ban. It was just, it was Six's lobby, and everyone was kind of just playing in it and trying to at least take that off the park is what Nightshade decided to do, which I fully agree with.
Yeah, and a ban from the Groot. It's always weird for me when I see Eagle Eye just always play that Groot and then they ban it for the next map. They say, yeah, we've done our one and done, we're good. But oh my god, a Gambit save? Wait, what is this? What is this, chat? Oh my god, we gonna see that Kazion! We gonna see that raging Ray of Flush today, but it's gonna be interesting to see what Nightshade do to answer that Gambit. Maybe getting rid of the Rogue or that Star-Lord, being two characters that really combo well with that Gambit. But as Punisher say, maybe trying to see if once that Gambit ult is used, they maybe Punisher ult in return to try shred those tanks before they get onto the back line.
I think so. I think Eagle Eye definitely decided with the Groot ban. I was obviously very surprised because Loves is just such a solid Groot, but they decided they're just going to go all in on the Cajun team up. I think Mag, Rogue here are probably going to be, or at least one of those two are going to be saved, and that's going to be the kind of way that they're going to take these fights. Obviously, we've been seeing a lot of low-key Gambits because you get this double Gambit ult. There's the Mag save. You need the Mag, I think, also for the Punisher. So yeah, Eagle Eye just gonna switch it up completely and not play the Groot poke comp, but more have an engagement comp with the Gambit ult. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a Rogue here. I believe the team up is still in the game. Obviously, there's a lot of rumors that it might be removed and Rogue banned in a different, buffed in a different way. But right now, that I think it's the Royal Flush team up. That's probably going to be the name of the game for Eli here, and it's pretty good on Midtown. Like, there's a lot of places for your Rogue to engage from, to disengage from. You have the mag as your anchor. Obviously, you're probably going to play with like a hit scan, or maybe it might be a Punisher, something to combo the ult with, maybe a Star-Lord. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Star-Lord here. Star-Lord ult is incredibly good with Gambit ult. We see the Star-Lord from Nightshade, but let's see what 6 is going to be on here. Squishy's going to go with the DPS pool as well, and there you go. There's going to be the Star-Lord. I think that combo is just, it kills 2 support ults at this point.
Yeah, it's a team up and a team an engagement tactic that's just way too tough to deal with. On the side of Eagle Eye, playing this Gambit Rush comp, as the old school of Overwatch players would know, a comp like this is known as a Rush comp. It's not a dive comp. No one has the mobility to set up on different angles. You kind of just press your cooldowns and you all run at them at the same time. Good old Rush, right? And on the side of Team Nightshade, they're looking to play this a little bit of a pokey comp, having that Punisher and having that Star-Lord to try maybe a little bit of off angle, maybe even just bring that 1v1 matchup to 6. But it'll be Eagle Eye defending first. Rush comps usually are not the best on defense, as you have to concede space to retake, and it's not a comp that really particularly excels at holding space. They sort of just gotta give it up, and then they use cooldowns to try and retake that space. But we'll see on the side of Nightshade if they're able to capitalize on that space and maybe use that Punisher to hold there. But it seems like Loves is setting up on this high ground right now, trying to mock Monstrosity on the Star-Lord. Star-Lord elected to take a different angle. Punisher playing safe. Loves gets chunked down, has to probably drop down, but no, decides he wants to hold this high ground. Doesn't want to give Team Nightshade any angles to hold different crossfires on them. Backline low, Luna 1 HP, and Luna gets taken down. Fortunately, other support was not able to keep them up. Monstrous anti-heal by the Gambit shotgun, trying to punish the tanks, but unable to connect the shots. His life gets taken as a result. Star-Lord is unable to get any of the angles. Right now he's getting kind of choked alive right now. He's kind of just flying around, trying to look for 1v1s, trying to look for angles on the backline. Luna almost gets taken down, flexed very low, but 6 takes down Monstrosity in that 1v1. Now, Symbiote looking to push up just a little bit, but can't hold the space for long. It's just getting beamed from the high ground. So much damage. Zan just grabs the Emma, and Emma has to use her own choke onto Zan. Oh my god, the Emma off is going crazy. But right now they're just doing a good job. But Clip goes down, and right now Gambit looking for that. Yeah, there we go. The Luna ult comes down just to hold this space. And now probably going to be looking. Yeah, Emma ult comes out trying to swing this corner, but oh my god, what a kite! But Loves managed to use that team up clean through that backline. Luna so low, Punisher so low as well, manages to get out, runs to the spawn doors, and Eagle Eye hold this corner with the longest team fight I think I've ever seen.
I think Loves is having a particularly really strong map. I think all 3 of his kills will be finally, so he's second 2 of them, but he's got 2 incredible picks on support here, and it's so hard to win a fight, especially on S4 with you on support down. It's going to be an ult.
And Luna ult comes out and furled up with that Emma ult. Now do we see the Gambit ult? Oh my god, Gambit's get taken out!
Yeah, Emma grabbed it.
Is still huge grab and deep, but the 6 still manages to get Monstrosity. It is a 5v5, but it's a 5v5 in the favor of Eagle Eyes currently, as they still have that Luna pumping out massive amounts of heals, massive amounts of damage. Emma, Bell tanks get taken down, and now looking for the backline. Yeah, Star-Lord is just holding the spawn door, and what a miraculous hold from Eagle Eye. A support down, but made sure they kept that Luna safe just to keep the team healthy and make sure they didn't take too much damage. Played very disciplined.
Now we have Capital still full Eagle Eye. There's quite a point nightshade, but this is going to be a Gambit thrown out here. Double.
Star-Lord ult, backed up with the Magneto ult. Does he look for the dunk onto the Gambit Star? Oh! He tried it. He tried it, but now Punisher gets a free ult with the Magneto ult being down, but Squishy feeling brave, trying to hold that card as long as possible with these smaller hitbox. Now, Eagle Eye conceding a little bit of space. Six takes the 1v1 against Monstrosity. Does he get the Punisher? No, Love doesn't able to get the Punisher. Now, a lot of space being taken up. Also, Emma goes for the grab, but Zan gets taken down by Symbiote. Now, Loves has to concede all of this space, unable to hold without his second tank. Pops the team up, looking to get the punch onto the Punisher, unable to land the shots. Heals are going onto the on the side of the attackers. Six is just taking outrageous fights, just able to get kills into the backline. Squishy tries to follow up on that kill, but unfortunately, his name is not Six. He's unable to get that kill, but Six, the Star-Lord out. The invisible boundary goes down, making sure they're kiting this really well. Zan looking to counter with his own Emma ult for Emma ult. Emma pulls the backline but is unable to get the finishing kill. Luna in trouble right now, but is able to be saved up. Six, unfortunately, too deep, gets taken out by Pickle Jaw, but no, it's just a scrap. Seems like Squishy going in for that dive, gets that ult, and now just looking for the kill onto the support patty caking. Oh, very well, but Loves walks into the backline as well, making sure that he can win it for his team. Dunk unfortunately doesn't get anybody, but it gets a lot of damage onto that Emma. And what a hold by Eagle Eye.
We have to give credit to Nightshade. I think they took that fight really well. They were aggressive with the close ults. They realized there was no support ults, but it was really good. Kite from Eagle Eye again. They do lose the Emma, but with both supports alive and Love still able to hold that space the way he did, it just gave time for Zan to get back. And it was just obviously a huge ult time at the end. Eagle Eye do win it out. And a pretty good hold from Eagle Eye. They're going to be feeling really confident right now.
Yeah, they are in that driver's seat right now. And it seems like the Team Nightshade are in the passenger seat right now. They can only just watch as this series just slips away from them slowly, but still very possible. We've seen 4 holds on this map, and we've seen even fuller holds on this map, right?
Yeah.
A full hold for a full hold. So it is still possible from the Eagle Eye, but for Team Nightshade, but Eagle Eye must be feeling themselves right now. Six jumping onto that Psylocke wants to end this game early. He says, I'm not content. I'm just gonna go in and grab a kill with Squishy in the backline. Zan on that Venom. They are setting up for a dive call. Now that's what I like to see, but it seems like Team Nightshade have got flexed onto that BP, going from a Punisher to a BP. Now that's quite the interesting hero pool, but as I said, console players known for those melee characters. Now in that moment of desperation, looking to play this cheeky pick.
I hate the BP pick. I think maybe a triple tank hold maybe would work. Like BP is one of those characters that you kind of trade as for the most. Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, setting up too far back, giving Eagle Eye all of the space, and they still get killed anyway, even when they're trying to play very cautiously. But they still have that BP in the back, maybe looking to get an engage. But yeah, BP gets a solo onto that Luna. But it seems like Squishy is going in crazy, gets the picture, a little bit of BM.
I feel like myself.
Just a tad bit, but now it's just that BP looking to see if he can maybe kill the last support here. But he's by his lonesome. Prince T'Challa, sorry, King T'Challa right now is oh my god! And Six manages to win that 1v1. I thought that was a little bit scary for Six, but they managed to get it. They might be able to just get it before, because Team Nightshade they're taking the sweet time to push up. They might not even be able to contest. But Symbiote manages to pop the diamond from Get There. Six takes out Monstrosity on the Spider-Man. Not a feed you love to see, but BP slicing and dicing on the point, but gets killed and sent to the great sky above. Zan in that backline on Pickle Jaw. Strange holding this cart, but gets taken down. It's just Symbiote on the cart. And unfortunately, that Strange TP comes down, but is unable to do very much.
1, 2, 0.
Wow, what a dominant display.
I think this team has a lot of potential. Nitro, but you can clearly see that Eagle Eye have been together a while and we've been scrimming together for a while. I think they have a lot to learn. Nitro, they're an incredibly strong team with incredibly strong players. But Eagle Eye, they are understanding when to type, when to use ult economy a little bit better, when to walk, when to push as a team, when to pull. And I think that was kind of the difference there. Obviously, Six makes a big difference, right? Six was an incredible player, but it just seemed that the calling and the understanding of the game was just higher from Eagle Eye, and it's something that a team like Nightshade will definitely get.
Yeah, and very good display from Nightshade. Very impressive work. Not a lot of teams can show up against Eagle Eye, especially now that they're almost looking at their strongest right now. I still believe they're missing one player in Falara, but it seems like they brought their A game. Six coming out missing from last week's ACGL, but he's showing up today and showing up. He has, as I said, DPS is not really the most important role in the game, but once you have that cracked DPS, it gives you that extra 10%, and at the highest level, just that extra 10% is enough to get you over the line. And Eagle Eye just making sure that Six is just able to be popped up all the cooldowns and all the utility he needs to pop right off, and he put them to great use. 2 back-to-back MVPs, map to map, and wow, just wow. Six is just terrifying. As I said, the guys, I've versed them before. It's not easy. It's not easy going against Six.
It is almost impossible to shut down. Just hit 20 shots. You obviously have to find a way, but I mean, we never found a way, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we could really be talking. I'm gonna see if we can find another game, guys, while we wait for this. It is gonna be Nexus versus Eagle Eye, which will be an incredible game. We saw it last time, but as we said, we probably want to go down to the lower bracket. Quick match. Let's see, Mano. He's in the room. Let's see if they. Let's ask if we can we cast. And then we'll go to that game, and then obviously it is a bit sad that we'll miss this game because this is going to be an incredible game, but we really do want to spread the cast as much as possible. But let's see what's happening on Mano's side. If I don't hear anything back, we'll stay in this game. And then if there's any changes, we will move on to the other. We'll just stay here. But let's see. Waiting just to see an update on the bracket. I can't even alt tab and check, so I'm checking on my phone.
But it seems okay. I see some people asking in chat. So how do you participate? Is you just join the Marvel Rivals South Africa Discord, or you go to ACGL as well, and you'll see it right there. There's a plethora of games supported by ACGL. I believe they do COD, Tekken, a lot of games. And if you play those games, you can just go onto the ACGL website and then sign up there for Marvel Rivals, and it'll probably be also a Discord link to the Marvel Rivals, the competitive Marvel Rivals Discord channel for South Africa. And then you just get there, maybe if you're missing a player team, or maybe you just want to hang out, feel the South African love, just join the South African Marvel Rivals Discord, and you can participate in the next ACGL. I believe we are going to be there won't be for a little bit of a while. I believe the 2nd of August will be the next tournament, since the ACGL is running the premier tournament series for the next 3 weeks. So the next tournament will be most likely on the 2nd of August. But it gives everybody enough time to scrim a little bit, to roster, to fix their rosters. Roster mania. It's the whole season, right? Gotta see some roster mania. See which team Mono plays for next. Right? We'll see which team. We love you, Mono, but we'll see which. Get your teams together, and I hope to see maybe a little break the record right now. I believe our record for teams signed up is 8. We have 8 teams this time. I believe our 9th team wasn't able to sign in time. Right, guys? The tournament start at 2 o'clock prompter. You need to sign in at 1. Make sure everybody on your team is on at 1:30, just to get those check-ins, so you can participate. But yeah, just go onto ACGL and look through Marvel Rivals just to join next time. Why you bully me, man? We love you, man. It's just
we love you.
you seem to be a globetrotter right now.
Okay, so they're gonna be waiting on the winners of Blink Bolts and Larpers, which we can actually spectate. So if you want to watch my stream, you can. I don't know what the score is. I mean, it says 1-0 Larpers, so it's looking good for them. And they do have most of the points in here. And we've seen a wonder. We've seen a wonder. Oh.
Yes. Now that's my bro wonder from Misha. Going out crazy, looking like he wants to get onto this Magneto. Magneto looks like the only one holding point, but getting chunked down. Fox going in. Misha getting final kills. This BP. Right now, just observing right now, stalking his prey. King of Africa managed to backflip into the wall, but managed to get that dash and get a lot of health and damage done, but unfortunately gets taken down by Misha. It seems like Blink Bolts is looking to keep this point now, looking to push. Seems like it is Larpers just didn't manage to push all the way. Got 2 out of the 3 points on this map, and the Blink Bolts now want to get 3 out of 3, so they can call it a series. And on the side of Blink Bolts, they have a big bank of ultimate Sanuziki. Not on that Cyclops this time. I remember Sanuziki, you were in my goated Cyclops, but giving Lemon Grabs the DPS this round. But Lemon Grabs, as I say that, just gets 3 kills, just walks in with that Galactic Patrol and gets a 3-man side. They're looking, hunting, maybe once that Thor charges in, but oh my god, gets charmed up and gets done in.
That needs to be a reset, obviously, from Larpers. They need to. If BP gets picked here, this is going to look really bad for them. BP are going to take the 1v1, but then BP needs to get out of there, because this could really start turning into a roll, and then it's a really hard hold on the third point if there's like 5 minutes and they only have to push halfway through third, so just got to be very careful here. Larpers really need to have a good fight here.
Lemon Grabs just going into this backline, unfortunately diving by themselves. Oh my god, Slade just gets a double kill on that BP, running for his life. Gets the health pack now once more. Looking at that Star-Lord, he's licking his lips. Misses the dash, but oh my god, gets a spear, chasing, stalking, killing. Oh my god, Slade comes in big for Larpers. Wow, this is why we say this BP is a terrifying character. King T'Challa just getting crazy. I do hate BP as well.
But I love watching him. Oh my god, what a fun character. Oh, good stun on him. He should go down here. Good stun and good chance from the side of Blink Bolts there.
Boss looking to push forward with his mag ults, looking like they want to double sword portal was a bit rough, but Luna countered with the own ult. The mag ult comes on. Nice block from double strain, but also another Galactic Patrol comes out, and Thor comes in with the combo ult, looking to combo these two together. Wow, triple kill coming on the side of Nick. And now they are just trying to retreat a little bit. Right now it's just a regroup at Larpers, showing quite a dominant performance right now.
That's better.
There was a whole bunch of old stuff dumped there all at once, but in the end, the Thor and the Galactic Patrol, right? Galactic.
I believe it's called the Galactic Patrol.
Okay, well, definitely huge there. It could have come down to a wonder and a great goal. Not really old CCs get that much value these days, but let's see. We saw it last week.
Wonder on this off angle, looking like she wants to kind of split the attention on the team aside Larpers, but now the reality erasure should be getting her on, but she doesn't need to the reality erasure, just erases the support of Larpers now. Star-Lord with the ult comes up stage, tries to get a big ult, but oh my god, gets killed by Lemon Grabs. Now we're chasing the Star-Lord, Star-Lord v Star-Lord, and now in this gotta run away.
Oh boy.
What
a fight from Blink Bolts. Yeah.
We've got value from both the Charlotte also you see so far. A really good spot. There should be a touch here for Larpers. They do get the touch right at the last minute.
Iron Fist now trying to meditate, but gets interrupted. Wow. Now this reality reaction should be coming out sometime soon, but For now, they're just holding and trying to take this fight as dry as they can. But on the lemon grabs, gets the kill. But now the one comes out, gets the fox, and now it's just the Iron Fist holding, punching. Now can he manage to do anything right now? He's just trying to run away, but he's not going to be able to get away. And Lopez looking.
They need to run.
They need to run indeed, but Pick gets taken out as Scarlet gets taken down. Now, Thor just trying to run away, taking a casual stroll. Doesn't have any cooldowns right there at the moment, right there. And just gets killed by this Wonder. Coming up huge here. Misha just putting in a lot of work. Say, this Wonder's been seeming like to be a South African staple, man. I don't know. But
Wonder is like our fan favorite now. Even though he's not a very big, as we said, not a hero that gets played a lot. We love to see
off-meta pitches make the game that's just a little bit more exciting, right? We like to see that a little bit of a difference, but the Fox ult coming in isn't able to push up too fast, but manages to get picks. Now the Scarlet Doom just stunned up by the Wonder. What a Wonder stun. Now Emma coming through with the mind control. Tries to get on that back line, but gets a kill. Now it looks like he wants to get that mind crush. Misha manages to finish up that Luna. Now they're pushing back, getting a lot of time, but are they able to touch the point? It's right there. The finish line is right there. Blink boats are so close. Cap just wants to stall it out for as long as he can, but he's getting shot by 5 people. Thor comes out with the ultimate, doesn't get a lot, and now Lemon grabs with the Galactic Patrol. Galactic Patrol for Galactic Patrol, but Lemon comes out bigger, stronger, faster, and more powerful.
What? These fights got crazy. Like, there was ults being thrown out all over the place. And it looks like we found an amazing series to pass. Like, because there is obviously a really nice Eagle Eye game going on and a Nexus game. But this is, we can sit in this lobby while we're watching. Let's see if we can get into the lobby. Invite. Oh, there you go. Cool. I should join. My bad. Oh my god. I got it. I did a bad.
Ooh, damn. Are we gonna be spectating the wrong game?
Yeah. There's a password?
Oh, damn. They're keeping it secretive. Well, we'll just be waiting just a little moment as we try to get that password for that room to go spectate even another game. It seems like right now the scores in the brackets are going really well right now. Let me see if I can get an update on who has been who and who has beaten who and who's lost to who and who's who in the zoo. But seems I know like Eagle Eye have gone through and now on the winner side, and seems like I believe now we're probably going to be which game are we watching next actually?
Blitzwing. And Lopez, we're going to watch the third game.
Oh, we're going to a third game for that.
Oh, never mind. I didn't get you in. That's all good. You can just watch my stream.
Yeah, but we'll just be going for that third map right now. I say Lopez won that first map, and now Blinkbots even it up. Now it's just that third series, and wait to Yggdrasil Path. What a map! I said not particularly my favorite map, but it's a high, right? It lends itself to a lot of poke.
Yeah, it's not my worst map, but it's certainly not my best either.
Yeah, it's a map of all time, as the kids say these days.
I have a love-hate relationship with this map. Every single one of my big rank ups was on this map, and I never won any of them. It would always be like the last fight, but then I would obviously eventually go and win on a different map. But like this map, whenever I see this as my rank up game, I'm like, oh, I'm about to lose.
This is a tough map. That map for me would be it would be Symbiote Surface. That map's rough for me. That map's just very rough for me. I know when I got onto Symbiotic Surface, it's just going to be a GG's, but GG's indeed. Right now, the Magic gets banned out, and they're saving that Star-Lord. They're wanting to continue the Star-Lord v Star-Lord, and the Mr. Scott Summers gets banned out, but Mr. T'Challa gets through with the save. Slade been banned out, I believe. It's, quite rough.
Yeah, I always like. I know a lot of people don't, but I always advocate for a bit of a. If you're really struggling with something like a Magic, just get out the game. Just don't have to deal with it. I want to update everyone. My second screen just came on.
Oh,
we may have fixed it. Thank you, ESCOM, for destroying it, but it seems to be back on. So holding thumbs.
Luckily, your screen is not fried, bro. That would have been a travesty, and a travesty on the side of we don't get to see Groot this game. I love me some Groot action, man. Groot's one of them tanks. Yeah, he's one of them tanks that don't have a shield but can hold space really well, and at least gives it a little bit more of a different gameplay dynamic. You aren't just shooting at a shield for the entire game. At least you're shooting at an HP bar. But Fox save, maybe anticipating this dive. Fox really a really good anti-dive character, and they save him at Luna looking to maybe get the snowflake onto one of their DPSs, as they look like they like to play those flankers.
Yeah, the Fox Luna team up is super strong. That extra charm for Luna, if you're hitting that, you just you seriously can just combo a whole bunch of like you just get someone into the back line, or even somebody that comes close, and you can get the double charm. You also obviously have the anti-dive, you have the charm from White Fox, the freeze from Luna, and the charm from Luna. It's just a really strong backline.
The right heroes could make all the
really strong backline coming on. Let's see, maybe both teams will run it, but Dino ban last round with the Wolverine ban. Wolverine, that's based, but I love Wolverine, but I can say that is based. They don't want to really deal with that. Maybe because they're playing the thing there, right? They ban it out so that the thing doesn't have to worry about it, and also they're playing that Mag really struggles into Wolf if he misses them shots. But Dino ban, not wanting to try, they don't want to turn this into a brawl mirror.
I think it's kind of what we're getting though. Looks very like obviously with the two dive characters, but like the full Mag thing against a front line against. I mean, Blinkbolt's definitely looking very brawly. Yeah, I do have the Star-Lord, like with he adds a bit of the dive element and the off angle element. But it's looking very divey very brawly from Blinkbolt. And Larpers, obviously they do have the two diving DPS, but most of their team there is going to be enabling the brawl. So we're going to see an all-out war, I think.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be anticipating a lot of backlines being traded right now, because both teams playing a lot of engage heavy teams, right? The thing can kind of distract the front line while the divers kind of piece up the back line. And it's gonna see Slade just getting lemon grabs very early. Oh my god, just finds lemongrass trying to scout on the left, but oh my god, gets a dive and he's trying to get out because he saw that thing coming in to punish. But now they've taken a lot of space. Wow, that Invis just escaped on with the skin of their teeth. Big, oh my god, big charm. What a charm by Scarlet Doom, and now they're here taking the space, Blink Boss. Now the thing looking to get the one suit, a little bit of a ring around the rosies. Now the thing slams, and now we're just gonna see big burly men punching each other. That's what we like to see.
What time it is? It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time right now. But oh my god, a kill on Lopez, just get it under the back line. Every time the turn line wants to walk forward, but Adrian just gets the kill onto that Psylocke that's trying to retreat. Now it's just the front line brawling right now. They're just holding space. PP in the back line looking like he wants to piece up Adrian, takes down Adrian, and now it's just looking to get that snowflake. And as I said, a lot of backlines being traded out, especially Lopez getting the backline of blink bolts every couple of seconds now. Lemon grabs, taking this 1v1 against Slade, but Alex says, yo, I didn't know your game was like that. Gets out, but dang, he manages to clobber up Blitzwing on that Magneto. Now they just get that free, very cheap fight.
I think these teams are not respecting the rules of the game. Sometimes when when you get a pick, it's not always about just going in and trying to keep up momentum. It's about stabilizing, make sure you're ready for the dive, especially the two divers. I think they're pushing now and they're getting in the hang of it, but if the two divers can stabilize, and it's the same with big balls, they get the dive pick, they get the pick on the BB, and they just throw the entire team forward. Sometimes you just need to stabilize and make sure everyone's ready to go and not just capitulate.
Yeah, but the Slade was looking like he wanted to wolf angle a little bit. Gets disengaged, but Slade now looking like he wants to get a pick in the Invis. Yeah, support all these supporters at the Fox and the invisible boundary come out. The Kumiho going crazy right now, but doesn't able to get a trouble to that front line now. The thing looks like he's terrified now. The Fox is just brawling, oh my god! But the BP is still in there. Trying to look like he wants to get some kills, gets grounded and probably gonna be dead, and yeah, gets taken down, and now they're gonna get a nice stabilize on the side of Blinkballs, as now they are just retreating on the side of the Larpers right now.
Get close support outside.
Oh my god, what a block by Sanaziki with that Fox! Managed to get the shield and block that thing out, but now Mag looking for that angle. Now Lemon Grab looking for that kill, gets the tenacity onto the support, but is unable to get that kill. BP looking like he wants to engage, thing gets taken down in the chaos, but now BP in that back line, looking like he wants to spear dash. Now he's out of dash. What is he doing?
Alright.
Yeah, being a little bit BM, but oh my god. That Scarlet Witch, the Silacol just gets 2 kills, but now Nisha switching to the Scarlet Witch, looking like he wants to kind of shut down that dive a little bit so he can manage to track that BP and that Psylocke a little bit easier. But now you got the Reality Erasure, probably going to use it now to make a lot of space, going on to the Scarlet. Now Mag coming in onto the point, invisible boundary goes out. Now Mag and the other tank very low. Are they able to escape this invisible boundary? Now, this is becoming their cage, and now they're on the back foot. Are they going to chase? Or they need to make sure that their backline isn't traded by Slade as he's sneaking up. The Erasure comes out. Oh my god, Misha gets the support on the side of Larpers, and now Blinkball's gotta just stabilize a little bit, make sure this BP that's lurking isn't able to get a lot of going down. The Clover, now he's just getting that pain angle, Pain Bros just punching, just haymaker, and able to finish up this fight. Larpers
keep Luna ult for 7 minutes and then dies, and Luna ult, that's so rough. Not looking good for Larp. It's a pretty good hold so far for Blinkball. So this is such a notoriously difficult point to push now once you get a hold here. There is going to be a clobbering time and a Magneto ult, and obviously the Fox ult from both teams.
Finally, someone worth clobbering.
Star ult is looking so If they could get this White Fox ult first, they should be and a big pick on
Slade just gets taken down super early now. Let's see if Larpers are going to look to push this advantage or just stabilize a little bit. They need to make sure they do not lose this fight. The Kumiho gets popped onto the point. Sting takes down Misha, unable to use his dispel, but now Lemon Grab's trying to look like he wants to get on this backline and gets a nice angle, but the Fox manages to save the other support. And then right now they're just stabilizing a hard brawl going on the point, and Larpers just managing to pick it up. Kumiho goes onto there, looking like he wants to chunk down this front line, looking like he wants the back line, but he's stuck. Invis, Invis gets taken down now. It's just Sanaziki on the Fox trying to brawl, but the Punisher. Oh my god, what am I saying? Punisher, the cheaper Town Hall just picking up the kills to clean up that fight. Iron Fist Slade now went off that BP, didn't want to deal with the body cam being switched off by the thing right now. I need a Sheriff thing skin. I think it's my time. We need the body cam off skin.
Yeah, you really do. There's no better feeling in this game than destroying your backline, and then just switching the thing and then going really bad, really.
Yep. Now the hard brawl, they're switching for this dive comp to brawl comp, but Invisible Boundary comes out to counter that Psylocke ult, but she gets grounded, and the clobbering time. Right now we just punch and cleaving through this enemy team. Iron Fist trying to get a few kills or a little bit of damage, but isn't able to pick up any kills right there. Clean fight on the side of Blink Bolts. Only committing about 2 ults. Adrian's Invisible Boundary and Voyager's clobbering time. But now Lop is it looks like they got the ult advantage right now. But coming up on 2 support ults.
Really important that you not double sport all. That's one of the causes. Good pick already.
Oh, 2 good picks now. Fight it for his life. Gets grounded, but oh my god, a little bit of an overextension right there, but it doesn't manage to survive. Gets punished for overextending. Now it's just Voyager trying to hold this front line, but that percent health damage from Iron Fist just raking through his team. Now they just have to disengage, make sure they hold this mag ult to try clutch up. And Lemongrams almost cannot die as he's coming up on that galactic patrol, but Slade just with a huge clobbering. The clobbering time manages to stun up Voyager, but Voyager managed to use a little bit of temporary health to survive just a little bit longer. Unable to get this. Lemongrams on 99%, but it looked to become the hero. Is he the hero? Unfortunately, right now, just trying to buy time. He managed to buy a lot of time, but no one is able to touch in time.
2,
I
3.
think it was a very holdable situation for Blink Bolts. They're just, again, overextending at the wrong time. Then they're just not being brave enough for their ultimates to come back. They're just waiting for things. Like, they're overextending and they're waiting for these to happen. They're just not really understanding how when to push and when to pull. And I think that's the difference here. LARP is sometimes are struggling, but they are definitely noticing their opportunities to strike. They're kiting better. Obviously, this could still go either way, but if Blink Bolts could just start understanding, and it's been their problem ever since they started playing, if they just start understanding when it's okay to push, when it's okay to pull, when it's okay to stabilize, this is going to look very different. But they are going to try and enable the Scarlet Witch this time with the team up. I do kind of like it. I think Misha is getting quite a lot of value.
30 seconds before you attack.
Yeah, Misha just being the X factor on the side of Blink Bolts right now. Maybe needing to get a little bit more utility, and now having that Strange, getting that team up, is going to be able to unload a lot of damage, especially if a cheeky little backline diver tries to get into the backline. That team up is going to send them back to spawn or back to their backline. But now we're gonna see if Blink Bolts are able to learn the hard lesson from their previous fight and know how to, have they learned the push and pull of Marvel Rivals. And now they're just creep up a little bit forward right now. Just gonna have to hold this space, sending their mag to just try to hold Cart as Ernie's lonesome as they were waiting for this thing. They don't want their thing to take too much damage in the front line. The Veil and oh my god, Star-Lord taken very low. Blitzwing is also very low. Blinkbolt's gotta retreat a little bit, but that Star-Lord stun doing a lot to hold that mag in place. But just a lot of raw action. Now it's just a battle to see if Thing survives and he does not. Now the punch is going out and decides to Blink's just deciding to back up a little bit. Slam the front line, so Blitzwing is not able to go forward, but the Wonder Stun again holding this front line into place, making sure this Wonder is able to piece up damage. And that Invis did a little bit of damage right there with that little disruption orb. And now they have to retreat, taking a lot of damage. Mag trying to hold this base with Bucky, also trying to hold you. Now we just gotta see. Now they do have Lopez, do have this Fox Art coming, but I don't think they're going to be needing it just yet. But ooh, gets very low, but Wonder doesn't even get the angle. Oh, stunned up.
Huge from Slade there. I do think that it does Blitzwing with a couple kicks here.
Yep, now Kumiho for Kumiho, battle of the nine-tailed foxes going on the point. Now who's gonna see who comes up on top. Strange has that ultimate, probably going to look for it after this ult. But Star-Lord, looking like he wants to get into that back line, goes onto that Elsa Bloodstone, but has to get cooking down. But big angle, but oh my god, that Wonder stun is it's just doing a lot of it. Big Elsa ult, oh my god, gets a double kill. Now, walking into this back line, looking for that Strange, not wrong for this way now. Are they gonna look for the Fox gets a face full of lead. Wow, what a fight.
Blink Bolts won that fight. They just needed to Strange hold the Kumiho, and you just burn into them. Just had a quarter of Blitzwing holding Strange hold for Overwatch 64, and I think that is like it's coming up one of the strange, the ultimate game where even if you just get something like cancel on a squad out, you blow for it. Who's gonna go for it now? Oh, it's obvious something gets cancelled, and that's not good.
What a grab, but Lemon Grabs manages to put initiation into his own hand, but oh my god, gets killed by Nick. Now Misha Kun gets a kill onto Slade. Wonder going in, but overextends, gets pieced up by the Luna. Fights and going out onto the side of Blink Bolts as they're now the tanks are making that work. Mag surviving very low, but gets that a little bit of help from the Fox. And they're only going to be able to recontest, maybe get that Strange TP one. Nope. This just gets grabbed on the points. Voyager just making sure that Mag is not able to stall out that point any longer.
What if we paused this game out 2 years ago? That's crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one thought of a Strange TP right there. Could have been the difference maker. Now they have to be content with losing that first point and holding this second point, but without a tank. Blink's looking a little bit scared to try to hold this angle, making sure he doesn't overextend, waiting for his man to be back. But Strange hitting a massive stun in the back, but he's by himself. Gets locked up. Blinks manages to get the kill onto Blink, but Lemon just able to get another pick into the back line. Wonder getting a kill onto that. Oh, Wonder getting a second onto Blink. Wonder just beaming. Big grab gets blocked by Emma, and now Blink Bolts are able to push this cart for free. You know, they're gonna get 3 on the cart just to get that extra bit of movement speed on the cart. If you don't know, chat, the more people you have on cart, the faster it moves. I can't remember what the movement speed cap is, but yeah, I think it is 3. So 3 people on cart for the max movement speed. Misha coming up on this electric. Ooh, invisible boundary comes out. They have to retreat, or they're going to respond with their own support off, but they don't have one. Electric erasure in this invisible boundary. And yeah, can't see anything, and it kind of separates his. Covering time gets onto that backline, gets both supports, but Bucky goes one more. Again, gets a second. Is he getting a third? A third, looks to get that Star-Lord, doesn't get it, but looks to go again on the Star-Lord. Oh my god, lands it. Looking to finish off Lemons, but now Emma is coming through. It's a bit questionable, but are they able to turn this fight? I don't think so, and I think Voyager might have messed up a little bit there as Blink has 2 kills, but Misha manages to get the backline of Lobbers. What is going on, Misha? If he managed to survive, but gets punched up. How does is Bucky that strong way? Is he just able to punch into the sky that high? What the hell?
The server admin has joined.
Much better.
Yeah, great play from both sides, but it's just Blinkbom's not really realizing the fight was lost. Now it's looking really rough. They threw also to an unwinnable fight, and 1 minute left. Sport also not really that close. It's looking really good for Larkins, especially with this ult. And Nick is setting up for this ult.
He's flanking. He's flanking. He's flanking. Looking at the back line. Does he get a big one? Gets 2 people. Is he able to finish off both kills? Oh my god, he gets both. Now he's in this back line alone, but he's on this 1v1 against this White Fox. White Fox manages to win the war by bringing out the girlies out. The claws are out this time. And now we have one just hiding on the icon, but they know, and unfortunately will not be able to hide. Gets staggered, super late Lemon Grabs. But the Strange TP, finally we're getting a Strange TP. Does he able to get it off or get stunned? No, managed to get off, but he also, Blitzwing also has the Strange on. If he's able to play his cards right, Fucking Emma gets taken down right before they come through that TP. Blitzwing has to come up huge. Who is the hero? Can he be here? Nick gets 2. Nick he comes out with 2. And we go for it again. And another one. The third one. Just to punch up lemon grabs. We go again. Looking on that Emma. Emma, not wrong for this point, running, trying to stall this pointer, but oh my god, slayed the man, big man, with the plan, had that plan with that ultimate and able to just piece up the team.
Another epic victory.
Gain indeed.
Yeah, Slade coming up huge. Eventually, he was like, you know what, I'm tired of this BP action. They're shutting me down. I'm just going to be so bad when I'm Bucky. And again, really good play from Lapis. They really won that game on that third last fight, but there was 1 minute left before the Ulcer flank. There was just nothing to react to the Ulcer. Even though with the flank, obviously, it gets a bit more value, but they could have supported Ulcer if they had something. But they just threw so many ults into that unwinnable fight, Blink Bolts, and Lapis able to take this series 2-1. Great play from Lapis, a new team coming out. Blink Bolts having a really good showing. Some of the same issues showing up though. Going back here.
Oh, I think that was a mispress. I think the series is over, chat. I don't think we get to see this game a little bit longer, but. So we'll be waiting to see what our next game is, but what an exciting series. Misha is bringing out that wonder, and you know us, bro. We love to see that wonder, but Slade just brought out the server admin and just hard carried right there with that also managed to get that sneak ult off and is able to just win that game. What a series! But we'll be soon to our next fight. Next fight. My bad. Next game. I'm still locked in, chat. I'm still dialed in as a caster. I want to see more action, but we're going to be waiting for our next game to start. But what a game! And we'll be seeing. Now we'll be moving on to round 2. I believe it will be. The winners in the round 1 were Eagle Eye 1-2-0 to Nightshade, Nexus 1-2-0 to Love Bites, Universe 7 winning 2-0 to Impeso being a team that I enjoyed watching, but unfortunately get taken out super early. And I believe now we're just awaiting the finalization of that 2-1 score from our previous game, and we'll be watching Universe 7 going against Blink Bolts. Wait, it was Blink Bolts that just won, right?
No, Lapis won.
No, Lapis. Sorry, my bad. Universe 7 going to be versing Lapis for this round 2. And around the chat, the losers of this round 2 will be playing the losers finals, and the winners will be going into the grand finals. We'll be seeing who comes out on the upper bracket, seeing as Eagle Eye versus Nexus, 2 fan favorite teams that always go neck to neck by going very close series between the both of them.
Yeah, I think that would be a series we could maybe look at like in a replay another time, because it's always just going to be a slobber knock, as they say. I think that would actually really be cool. I'm having a nice idea during recasting, especially with this 3-4 week break. Maybe looking at some old games and casting some old games. That could be cool. I don't know if you guys would like to see that. Just let us know.
Yeah, could also be keen for us to get a little bit more practice in. As I say, I'm a new caster, so I had to give it a try. But we'll be looking to do some things over the break. Obviously, ACGL not doing the tournaments for us doesn't mean we have to. They're not our fathers. We can do stuff for our own.
We can do it.
Yeah, maybe if a lot of noise has been made on the Discord, we could look at do maybe a community tournament. We could also maybe even look at doing some pugs, bringing back the pugs from a while ago. They can do some pickup games. We'll be busy in that 3-week break, in that intermission, just to keep South Africa moving, the Marvel rival scene in South Africa growing. But as I said, give everyone a reminder, 2nd of August, I want to see everybody there. Just go onto the ACGL website, sign up for the next tournament when it goes live. Just wait and join the Discord on the ACGL Discord and the competitive Marvel Rivals ZA Discord as well to see the notification of when the next tournament goes up. Hoping to see you guys all there on the next one. But speaking about next one, we're going to be getting into this next game very soon, having that Universe 7, another team I enjoyed watching, Mano's latest adventure versus Larpers. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, gang? But we're going to see a banging game. I like to see on the side of Liver. Actually, I didn't even see Larpers playing a lot of console. Getting a lot of console representation, playing on that PlayStation. Scarlet Doom Slayer and Nick being on the PlayStation, and Universe 7 seeming to be an old PC team. Getting a lot of GM players on team, and Russo and Diamond 1 as well. It's going to be quite an interesting game. See if those PS5s are going to be able to beat the PC Master.
We do have to mention though, Mano is a controller player, but it's still a PC team versus mostly a PlayStation team, and we love that subplot. That subplot is always cool to watch. But a couple things about Universe 7 is obviously last week they competed with Sponge and Myra, who were filling for them. They've now been recruiting and found a couple players like Demon Da Vinci, Run the 1 second, I assume that is, or maybe Run the Ones. Yeah, Run the Ones, that makes sense. And Crazy, and then Russo, Rin, and Mano did play in the last one. Mano and Russo played the tank, the front line for Universe 7. They are actually brothers IRL, so that's always cool to see. They seem, as we say, Mano is a man of many teams and many different roles. We'll see if he's still on the tank. He could be playing support today. We will see, but this is going to be an excellent game. I'm very excited for it.
Mono, always changing roles. Wakes up one morning, feels like a support player. Wakes up on a random Tuesday morning. Am I Phoenix? Am I Hello today?
I've got to say, the amount, I couldn't do it. I love my tank. I love that I can play tank at a high-ish level. I can't play support at DPS for shit. So you got to give Mano some credit for being able to play all three roles at a high level. I'm sure his haters are in chat who always go, GG's Mano's on tank or GG's Mano's on support. This game's for you guys because I think he's going to pop off and show why he is so sought after and why he's always competing at the highest level.
So always wants to be in this ACGL tournaments, no matter the role, no matter the team, he wants to be active, and that's the players we like to see in the scene, right? Man, always coming up for these ACGL tournaments, always wanting to compete, always wanting to win, having that dog in him, right? Doing whatever he has to do for the win. But on the side of my voice is going by my Larpers. We're going in on the side of, we're going on to Celestial Husk. Being a map that I'm a neutral on. I don't hate it.
Strong hate.
I don't
So
hate it,
bad
but
with Clintar, man. Go away, Clintar.
I don't need to see any more symbiotes besides the symbiote that was on the team that we were just spectating. That's the one and only symbiote I want to see. But Slade being the man to watch this game, being I believe the highest elo in this game right now, and maybe going to be looking to pick up his signature BP, being something that is going to be piecing up. Is that the Spider-Man meme with the pointing? I mean, I think there's too many Spider-Mans for it, but we could do it. Thing being banned out.
They're showing their hand first. Like when you ban thing, you know that they're playing dive, right? So you might see like a magic ban here. I know Universe 7 are coached by Sponge, and Sponge is not a huge fan of target bans, so probably won't be seeing a lot of target bans. Really, kind of banning for your comp is the kind of theory that they go with quite often, which I think is the right theory. You know, obviously, if you really struggle with the magic, like I said, you get rid of that magic. But for the most part, you want to ban for your comp. And they're going to pick the Cyclops. They're going to ban the Gambit, as we thought we would see. We did get to see the Cajun once today, but most teams are not going to let that hero into the game.
Yeah, and there we go. The magic save comes out. That saw that Universe 7 didn't ban it first, so they just saved it. They said, "Yo, you're giving us a free run at the magic. We will take it, kind sirs and late madams." But interesting to see what they're going to be banning us. Since they're looking to play this dive comp with that thing ban, a punny ban, make sure their frontline isn't just getting eviscerated by that assault rifle 7.62 into your tank's head. There's a lot does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nemo's save, making sure they have something. Yeah, making sure they have something to deal with that dive. But how do you feel about Nemo into dive? Do you think it's the only viable pick to stop dive, or is it just like a crutch?
I think it's a crutch. I have a very, very. I think people will not agree with me, but I know this is a lot how high level players think. You don't need like a huge, like, unless they're 4-man diving, you really don't need like a anti-dive character. Like, if you're struggling with it, obviously go for the label, go for the thing, go for a little bit of like, a Bucky, a White Fox, but the supports should be good enough to patty cake, especially one
Pick
dive.
your hero.
Supports should be good
Or
enough to
villain.
patty cake,
I'm not
and if
judging.
they're communicating to their team, like, oh, there's a BP on us, the team doesn't have to peel, because then the front line's just going to collapse. You just need to back up, respect that there's a BP, maybe help your supports where you can, deal with the BP, force the BP out, kill the BP, or a diver, any kind of diver, even if it's a daredevil, and then you can push forward. Push and pull is always important. Like, it is a dive in the back line. You have to, yes, you can obviously help your supports, and you should help your supports, but it's not always, like, if just say there's a strange and a thing walking on your front line. The front line can't just turn, they're just going to get rolled over. So it always depends, but support should always be able to do it. Like, especially if it's
30
just one
seconds
diver.
before you attack. Get ready.
Yeah, they need to make sure that that diver isn't able to just get solo kills onto their backline. But interestingly enough, we've not seen in the last two tournaments, not seen any triple support. South Africa, they have a bit of ego. Don't wanna rely on that crutch of a comp. Say, yo, we want to have our DPS pop off. We're not gonna play that triple support slop.
4,
But
3,
as I said, I want to wish to finally break down triple support Spartacus.
got it?
Your mic is crazy peaking right now.
Oh, my bad. I think I turned it up instead of turning it down.
Yeah, I was gonna say a fastball special here. As I said, this was really popular in Ignite this last weekend. So we're gonna see the Wolverine be thrown into the background and hopefully a tank grab. That's kind of what you want to get. Or actually anything. Whatever you get here is Wolverine, and then it just opens it up for you. It's 6v5. It's a really easy fight one usually from there. Let's see. I know getting a lot of damage on the front line. Still a fastball special. I think it's waiting way too long for it. And yeah, I mean, Wolverine spent so much time on the side. They do abduct the group though. He's taking it to the backside. He's going to go down. Nice abduct. It may have taken a while, but it does get the value in the end. Crazy uses the Cyclops T-Fox. Oh my god, it's carnage. And Universe 7 will take the first
This
fight.
area is yours. Yes.
Mano is
one
just
down.
dealing with the mic right now. And yeah, Russo did get taken out of the Monster Hulk form, as I like to say, out of mech, because I'm a dirty Overwatch player for 10 years, and who's turned a Marvel Rivals player, and I'll always call it that. But it's looking okay for the side of Marcus. They do need to be very careful though. There is the Monster Hulk actually is going to be Mano's ult coming out really soon.
I think I should be back, but hopefully my mic doesn't kick it on. It looks like Emma just grabs on that door, grabs that neck, and manages to kick him. Now we're just looking like we want to slow down Magic, looking like he wants to get into that back line, but oh, it doesn't get the angles. Slow to get around. What good discipline from this, making sure they're not playing as far away from that Magic as they can. Now, looks like Mano just wants to hold this front line good. Looks for that grab. There's that roll. Good Simmons, the wall. You've the chase on this. Just the last just a myth. It was a crazy Emma going to get it. And unfortunately, crazy gets taken down. But now, man on low HP, surviving. And the skin on his Star-Lord is spinning. Mini Reaper going. Demon Vinci manages to get that Star-Lord. Overextended a little bit, but he did his job. Creating a lot of crosses that back line.
Yeah, I think this is not looking bad for Universe 7. Like, it's a very even fight in terms of ult. They get 66%. Yeah, and we take that, you know, like, you know that you kind of have that extra 66%, which means you eventually have an ult on here, right? And Mano's just going to throw the ult. I really like that. It is definitely one of the engaging ults in the game. Yeah, oh, nice pick up the leader, but the background is destroyed by Slade.
Slade just going in mono, manages to get a kill onto the support. Manages to pick up that road, but once he can hit this multiple, does he get anything? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he did get a final hit, but got a lot of damage, and now the ones trying to run away from these ones, making sure he does not anywhere near that magic. When they come into there's one of the ones looking into unfortunately number wise and our magic trying to re-engage into the back Universe 7 trying to get a trade up kill, but unfortunately he's empty-handed now. 4 getting grabbed. Oh my god, the front line just exploding crazy. Managing to get a lot of kill with this ultimate, managing to suck up a lot of the ult shots, but unfortunately
ready to put on a show.
Oh my god, he tries to what an ult by crazy, managing to grab that Kumio, making sure it doesn't do a lot of healing and a lot of damage. Oh no, not just crazy also, none of these people are able to guide his backline magic, trying to look for something, but unfortunately he's doing a solo dive.
It was very lucky for Universe 7. It was looking really bad, as I'm not sure what happened to Rin, but she did die in her protocol, but they managed to just catch that up. The fight, that map was over if they didn't manage to get a couple picks up, because they just lost so much value out of that protocol. And now Run the One's getting some picks on the way in here. This is a really good start for this last fight here. There's some good for both sides though.
Yep, and playing on the ones, making sure he get the America doesn't get. I think he managed to sometimes get that overtime trigger, but Magic is regardless, making sure it's not left up to chance now. Now, on the ones looking for this.
I am ready to put on a show.
Rage, now it comes out, but they've gotten a lot of inside of Universe 7. They just have to wait it out. And now, this Luna on their lonesome. Oh my god, running away, and unfortunately, Stage 2. Stage 2 becomes a Wolverine. Grabs. Out of that but now. Looking like he wants the outs, but they big backline of that up Fury just getting the kills loose now. Looking to get this Venom is stalling a lot. He's able to get a little bit of stall onto the and still running. Wow, what the hell? Is he getting stalled forever?
Oh my god,
What a
that is
stall.
Yeah, it was a stall. I really enjoy, I really like that map. I think both teams really had some shiny moments. I think the value from support ults is lacking for both teams. I think that's something they're going to fix, but it's not looking... I'm not a coach, I should just be focusing on what's going on. Slade is going to go onto the whole... It's going to be a little bit of change from the side of Darkers, which means they've given up a huge ult economy. Because Universe 7 is going to come on Luna ult, they're going to have Wolverine ult, they have the Hulk ult, they're going to just throw the Wolverine ult, he made in, and he might be able to pick up most of the team here. This is looking very rough for Larpers. If Larpers are able to take this fight, this is going to be a Herculean effort.
3,
Yep, this is an uphill battle on the side of
Got it?
on the side of Lopez right now. They are going to have a struggle making sure they make this comeback, but because Universe 7 looking crazy dominant and also crazy on the Wolverine, just making it hard for these tanks to play. But nowadays, on that shoulder of that Hulk, and looking like he wants to be thrown into that team and look like he wants to get a nice little cheeky kick now. Now that Wolverine has started the brawl, now he's spinning. Oh my god, and what does that team up? And one of the ones is close against 2 kills. Comes out trying to get some
huge freeze.
What an exile and what a freeze. And now it should just be a good fight on the side of Universe 7. Unfortunately, Lopez wasted that Star-Lord. He's looking like they wanted to get 3 kills, but unfortunately got nothing, and they had to spend their ult for that. Mano still getting exit frags. Oh, looking like he wants to kill that Wolverine, but Wolverine managed to survive, but his passive has been procced, so unfortunately he won't have it for the next round. Russo overextended just a little bit there. Wanted to feel that Hulk feeling, wanted to dive in, dive up. Unfortunately, gets stuck in the backline. Oh, Wolverine ult, but gets charmed right before and gets deleted. Mano has to fight for his life. They have a lot of damage coming out of the side of Lopez. You know, ult is out and making sure that he stays alive. Now, it begins on what happens after this. You know, Fury goes in a lot of damage. And that Fox gets taken down, had to dash out of this, avoid dying, but dashed into the team of Universe 7, and now Universe 7 just cleaning up this fight. Al's running, Nick just gets exiled and finished off.
Yeah, it was already rough first, right? Lopez, because they lost, like, they don't even use any ult on the side of Universe 7, and then that was looking kind of good. They got a couple of clicks, and then an ult used to the head. And now Mano being aggressive, I love this. Gets a huge pull onto the back line, which is going to be the go button. He's going to get low though, no kick so far. Rin is going to commit the cobalt, which I do like. Cannot die in this ult like he did last time, though.
Nah, it tries to retreat just a little bit, make it doesn't extend over. Hulk going for the point, making sure that they have a bit of point presence. Reinforces that monster Hulk, but the juggle, do we have him? Oh, unfortunately, Slade is not able to get that juggle. But now, Universe 7 pushing right back in. Hulk comes out of the ult, the bubble, tries to get out, but unfortunately now he's into Spanner. Mano goes into
nice exile from
Russo exiling the what was that? I think it was the
Deadpool,
yeah, it was the Deadpool who was going for touch the point, and unfortunately that caused the C9.
Yeah, I think really rough on the side of Lopez. They had a good first map, but they switched up their whole comp, and the key was that first fight. They were never going to win that fight, but maybe getting a couple ults out and taking the last day would have been like okay to reset the ult economy, but they lost the fight while committing ults. Universe 7 never committed any ults, and it just snowballed from there. That first map rough from the side of Lopez, but you can see they have the bones. This is a winnable game. They just need to make sure they're sorting that out as much as they can in terms of how they're pushing and their ult economy, and also I really do think they just need to be more useful. Like, it sounds mean, but useful with their support ults. I really feel like they got no value out of the support ults. I do think they have the tools for sure, but you got to give Universe 7 credit. They took a bit of a rough spot in the first point for a while. They were kind of just not getting value from after getting 66%. They died in their cloak ult. But they managed to catch up. That's all that matters in the end, right? And then it was just a snowball from there. So they've obviously got to be feeling really good. We have Idrisul Path, which should be is the choice for Lopez. I would like them to pick Idrisul Path because I think they were very strong on them in the last series, and obviously Shinshibua was the one that they did land up losing. And there is going to be Idrisul Path. I do like that pick, as I say, not my favorite map. And Universe 7, they obviously got a comp that really works. They love that fast ball special. They love the Cyclops team up, and they really should. Wolverine Cyclops team up is really, really strong. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Wolverine ban. I think it really is. It's not even really about target banning. If you're either going to ban the Cyclops or the Wolverine, I don't think you want that team up in the game. Especially with Russo on the Hulk, he's always going to be using that fastball special. He will, like, Russo is an incredibly strong Hulk player, and it's going to be the Cyclops ban first up. And then it does look like they're going to try and stick to that BP or Magic. I like Slade on the Magic. I understand he was trying to help the team out and switch to the Hulk. I just feel like they got zero value of the Hulk. Could have banned the support pool. Interesting ban. Interesting ban.
Not a ban that you particularly see very often, but maybe it's to avoid a cheese scrap on the side of Loppers, but Slade looking like he wants to play that BP. Always hovering in, maybe just for the stream, just wants to hover his animated lord, just being a little bit of a menace.
Listen, if you're gonna work so hard for that animated lord, you gotta flash it. You have to flash it. That's me with Emma. Like, even if I'm not playing Emma, I'm gonna flash that lord. I work hard on that lord, and they're gonna get rid of both of those legs. They are hard target banning. I don't mind it to a certain extent. Obviously, I don't want to keep talking about it, but you get rid of the one side of the team up, and now you've banned both, which obviously I understand a little bit crazy, and around the one seem like really solid players. You've banned two of their heroes, but have not banned anything for your comp. Like, you protected the Magic, but you banned the Cyclops and the Wolverine. I do think you have to, that last ban has to be with your comp in mind. It is going to be a Gambit and a Hulk protect. No surprises really there. Russo does like his Hulk. It's going to be a cloak ban. Don't hate that too much. Cloak does enable a really easy go button with her ult. You can obviously cover the team up completely with your ult if you're the one cloak ulting. If you're not going to cloak yourself, then you're not going to have that ability. I don't think she's the strongest support in the game right now. I think a Rocket ban is a very solid ban as well.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
They're obviously going to play the Luna Snow White Fox backline, so not the end of the world, not a terrible ban on the supports. I just think they are definitely better supports to be banning right now. It's going to be the Invis and the Luna backline. Not really any changes. Looks like Russo might be playing the Groot here, might be hovering the Hulk. Crazy on the Bucky, looks like. Now you're incredibly soft, by the way. We can barely hear you.
Oh my god, that's the standalone mic.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Do I sound better now?
Yeah, a bit better, but still very soft.
Rumor has it you're a pop star.
That's better. That's better. We can work with that. No, you're still a little soft, but I don't want you to overcorrect it now. You're deafening the generation.
The battle starts in 5,
Still young. You
4,
guys cannot be having,
3,
can't be
2,
deaf. I
1.
don't wanna
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
My aim is true.
Easy, people. I confirm luck to test up interdimensional. Better stop that vehicle. Anything from behind.
on this getting freaky, crazy, getting killed. Oh my god. Oh wait, are they playing triple support? Is that what it is? Oh, the first team to break the first team to break the curse. Now we are ripping that triple support. Group is going to probably be rough. As I say, I'm not a huge fan of triple support. One tank as the one tank. Not going to be getting a lot of old charges. Having support sharing one big output. We'll be able to push a lot of space. A lot of damage coming on the side of Universe 7. Crazy manages to get slayed on that Bucky. Now this Root is getting a lot of punishment. Russo gets taken down by the Luna. Crazy getting another kill on the Alexa. Now, this Mind Crush by Mono looking like they want to get the they're getting pushed back very deeply back into their spawn. They die really late. That was a very important stagger they ditched off.
Okay, not that high of a much in a cup. The solo tag group is never going to work, to be honest. But it's, again, Universe 7 holding their ultimates, looking pretty good right now, holding him on this corner, the famous corner on Equal Plus. There's going to be also soon. It's potentially really. We're going to have our first real proper ult fight coming up here. Also on ult.
Ultron Ult gets beaten out of the sky, and this invisible boundary still stays steady. Mono manages to get the tank, and without the tank, they're being that solo tank, they ain't gonna be able to further Hulk on the Star-Lord on the high ground. Hulk manages to get out, and they are back onto the keeping this triple support. Now they have two tanks playing on the pain burns.
Got a team up.
Damage, they get a lot of damage. Trying to shield this Emma, she's just free, gets into that backline. Mono onto that Luna now. Gotten enough kills to the demon. Get a kill onto the backline. On the ones and Run just finishing up the team. Right now they do have a good backup host. Right now, not really getting those pushes that you like.
That is much better.
They obviously have to open up with the sport ult. They have a sport ult advantage. I think that's both now. Because if they just wait till the Star ult to kill them, it's just going to be over. I believe they're going to go to the backline though.
Yep, and Run the One follows up and with the killer onto the backline. Russo is just going crazy on this hole. Sending them all back to spawn. This is just rough. It's looking really bad. It's spawn held right now. Not really working. Nick,
Getting over, I like that.
Nick on this whole time with this also hold.
I am ready to put on a show.
Comes on the side of Universe 7 and it's stabilized. And now we see what happens after the support ults. This is the time where DPS have to pop off. Run the Ones in the backside with that galactic control waiting, spotting, making sure he gets a good angle, but he shows that pops that out. Big also out, but unfortunately it's easy and Nick gets punished for overextending. Rhino gets the kill, Run the One gets a kill onto Scarlet Demon. Leaf gets a kill onto that Luna. One, two supports down. What a grab from the Hulk. Manages to get the Skyball. And now they're just chasing kills. Now Russo manages to get the last support. And this should be game right now as the Hulk, last one on the Anna with that score out to not going to hold that very long.
The current score is 0
showing.
to 0.
Larpers just took too long to click their Qs. I think when the fight started and they finally started clicking their Qs, it was looking good. They just weren't really, again, getting value from the support ults, not really getting value from the Hulk ult. And then they just kind of just threw Luna ult. I mean, they did get value from the Hulk ult because they forced up the Luna ult. But they kind of just threw Luna ult on afterwards, which meant there was just a stabilized from Universe 7. And they came back with the Star-Lord. If it wasn't for Slade on the Hulk, tackling the Star-Lord, their whole team would have been wiped, but it just better ult usage, more aggressive from Universe 7. They look more like a team, and it did show on that defense. It's not over. They have brought out the penny. As we've seen stranger things happen, but it's looking very good for Universe 7 right now.
You know, I love my gimmicks.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Right now, just all playing in one corner and that one room.
Even the ocean at sunrise does not glimmer as bright as you, Emma.
Just off of
Flattery will get you everywhere, my dear.
There's nothing to lose right now. All together, nothing to lose. Right there. So you might be able to do a spawn hold.
You should stop saying you were.
Maybe straight like that.
The battle starts
But
in
it
5,
seems like they wanted to do a more conservative
3, 2,
first
1.
corner.
Well, you have to make that decision. You either have to hold right up there and TP back, or you have to hold the first corner, and they're just going to decide on the first corner. So I think it's good enough. I think it's a good decision, especially on this guy.
Dividends now, but this is
running, now making sure he gets that penny left, and then push up. And oh my god, the backline of Lopez is just disappearing. Russo just goes in there with the run the ones, and this is getting killed. Mano says, I'm not brawling anymore. I just want to get on this Loki and gets the Loki. Strange and Kenny, just the last people left.
Strange right so long to die, no TP back, that should be the map.
Died too late and unable to TP back. I think they should have gone
Final
for that
score.
stronghold.
1-2.
Yeah, I think
Zero.
that would be better.
Yeah, they possibly could have taken a second fight, but unfortunately, they are unable. And this is just a victory. What a dominant display by Universe 7. They are looking quite scary today, crazy on that Wolverine in the first game, but now on this Namor, mi amor, Namor is popping off.
Yeah, a really solid showing from Universe 7. The first debut of this team, really. And again, rough first point on Celestial House. They took it in the end, but from then it's just been all them, right? I don't think Lopez won a fight. Really solid play. You have to really give credit to Mano and the TPS side. I think they were really strong. I think the supports was also very strong from the side of Universe 7, and Russo did some really good work on the Hulk, especially opening that last fight. That last point, pushing on this map is always difficult into a penny. He just jumped to the back and I was like, nah, it's okay. I'll just kill everyone.
Yeah, the Russo on that Hulk was the difference maker. Right now, they could not stabilize on the side of Lopez, so they just kept getting. Someone just picked at random points. That dive was just too strong. Run the ones, and Russo with that duo dive was just a bit too much for them to handle. But GG's, they do have a chance at third place, and we'll be seeing who they will be versing between soon enough between Eagle Eye and Nexus.
Eagle Eye.
They'll be versing Lopez will be versing Nexus in third place, as Universe 7 have moved into the finals to verse the most dominant team we have in South Africa, Eagle Eye Marvel Rivals.
Russo, my god, Mano and Tank GG's. Yeah, you carried. That's how you silence your haters. Really good performance from Mano. I think, if I have to pick an MVP from that game, it's probably going to be one of the DPS or Mano. I think they were really strong. Mano has clearly been working on his Emma, some really strong Emma performances. Obviously, this is a whole different level, right? Now we have really the final boss of Marvel Rivals ZA Esports. This will be the real test for them, but a really strong performance from Mano.
Yeah, Mano on that Emma was not afraid to use that diamond form to choke out a tank. And come on, guys, who objects to getting choked out by Emma? Come on, let's be honest.
I certainly don't.
Yeah,
I do a lot of choking with Emma, but as myself, but I definitely love sometimes, just being the one to be choked by Emma. Who doesn't really?
Who would not enjoy that? Come on, chat. We know what we are. We know what we are. But it's gonna be a strong final right now. Universe 7. I don't believe they have reached their final with this variation of their team before. So we will see if they are able to verse this monolith in front of them, Eagle Eye ZA, as they are just dominant. And if they win this will be their back-to-back championships. And we'll see. And I say 6 right now. If they're able to shut down 6, there is a strong chance. But Around the Ones has been showing a strong performance. Is he up to the plate to take that match up to 6? It will be a very, very interesting game. And also on both teams having strong tank lineups, as Mono and Russo are now no strangers to high-level competition. But Loves is just a staple of South Africa. Just being a very strong tank player. He has played in MRC before. I believe they got a top 128. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Top.
What is it?
56. Yeah.
Ooh, top 56, showing a strong performance across the world. And now they need to rest of South Africa needs to show that we are just as good as the rest of the world. We can match up to Eagle Eye, and it will be all up to Mano and Russo if they can hold their own against Loves and Zan. And supports will also be very important. Support lives matter, right, chat? Support lives matter, right? Most teams having really strong supports. I cannot lie, as both Valor and Nerd are going to be a crazy backline duo matching up against Rin and Demon Da Vinci. As I said, we're going to see the Battle of the Lunas. I know both teams love playing that Luna and having two very aim-intensive Lunas on both sides. So it'll be a very interesting matchup.
Valor and Loves have been around since the Zero Fracture days. They were together. They were the backbone of the team. I think Squishy as well. And obviously they found Six and Nerd, that's a geek, who are incredible players who play MRC on different teams, but finished top 48. I mean, I actually think Six won MRC last season in the Middle East server. I could be wrong. I think I know he played incredibly well. So it's like he's just he's probably going to be the final boss of Eagle Eye Esports. I mean, of Marvel Rivals Esports at this point. And obviously Loves at Valor, an incredible bunch of players. Squishy, also one of the best DPS in the country at Zan, who we know very well. Also learning his trade and starting to get to that level. Obviously a higher ranked player, and this is a really strong team. But obviously they're going through they're also going through a few stalwarts of themselves, with Russo and Mano being in the scene quite a while. We don't know much about the rest, but Rin was obviously in Nanaki with Mano. Some really strong players, and I think we are going to see a really strong series.
That's it. Don't forget to bet your channel points. Maybe you guys could win big if you bet on an upset right now. As I say, Eagle Eye being the most dominant team, so we'll be seeing if they can topple this beast. And I think I'm gonna put a cheeky 100 down on Universe 7. I'm feeling it. Crazy's playing absolutely bonkers today. That Wolverine might prove too much for Eagle Eye, especially if they lean on that group comp. If they can get that group wall down, the big wall, and let Crazy go crazy on that Wolverine, just snatch Loves back into the backline, it's going to be entirely possible.
If I'm Eagle Eye, I think I would ban the Wolverine, not because I think it's a target. Why, that Crazy Storm? Right, he changed his name. Was that Crazy Storm? I should have known with the Lord Storm. Oh, Crazy Storm, a huge stalwart of this community. He was on Nexus. He's on now with Universe 7. I think he was also on Nanaki for a while. I should have known that. But obviously a really solid player. Hit Celestial before. He's gotten against Eagle Eye. He knows what they're about. But as I was saying, I do think getting the Wolverine out is a good idea, just because I don't believe they're going to be playing the Wolverine themselves. Eagle Eye, I don't see Squishy a lot on Wolverine. So to get rid of the Cyclops Wolverine team up is like, it's not even a target ban. It's just a viable ban in this situation, I think.
Yeah, that's a Cyclops being a very strong character. The meta being quite defined at the current moment, having the hit scans be ultra powerful, and a few of the dive DPSs maybe getting a little bit of nurse, as we saw that Black Cat got it. Now Black Cat dive less viable. DD has been on the downwards trajectory, and Spider-Man and Beep have never been staples of the meta, but strong pocket picks nonetheless. So the hit scan battle between Six and Run the Ones will be quite the deciding factor in this game, and it'll be interesting to see if they decide to ban that Cyclops. As you just said, Cyclops being a very strong ban, getting rid of that Wolverine team up, and also just getting rid of Cyclops in and of itself is a very strong decision. But there's still a plethora of hit scans in this game. Punishers being pretty solid. Phoenix is Phoenix right now with a really strong ultimate that can reset our health bar and also just nuke a backline often engage. And Hala has just been cheekily on the down low, but she's still strong. Don't get it twisted.
I think the key is for Universe 7 is the question they have to be asking themselves is, do they think they can, like, is Cyclops going to be a problem for their comp? Because I said it earlier, I don't think banning 6 is the right idea. If you're going to ban his Phoenix, Star-Lord, and Cyclops, he's just going to play Psylocke, right? Or Star-Lord, if the other ban goes the other way. You know, he just has so many heroes in his hero pool, and like, you have to decide, okay, is this good for our comp? Do you think getting Cyclops will be a good idea for us? He's obviously in a really good place. Do we think that's the right pick? That's the kind of thought process I think you have to go with bans right now. At all times, I think when you go against Eagle Eye, obviously 6 is the strong player on the roster, but trying to ban him out is it's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah, it's going to be a very close game, and now we have just jumped into the finals. Adventure hovering in that water storm. I'm a storm aficionado myself, and I love seeing that cat, the Cyclops banned really early. They don't want to mess around. They want to just get rid of it immediately. They don't want to risk it being saved, so that 6 is able to get on that strong punish a ban. Maybe they're going to be playing Guru.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a good save in our future. Squishy's going to save the blade. Who doesn't love some blade action?
Yeah, the blade has been sneakily on the uprise right now.
Yeah.
Been getting a lot more play, especially by Squishy. We saw that dominant performance from him last week on that blade on a rocker, and maybe looking like they want to kind of set up for this brawl comp. But Wolverine save, making sure that they can match their brawl comp. He can match Blade's freak on that Wolverine. And this next ban will be all the decider. Will make sure, because Gambit is still available, but Gambit, as I say that, sorry chat, I jinxed it, Gambit has been banned.
I think a Groot save is probably going to be in our future here for Eagle Eye. And that, obviously, Loves is very strong on the Groot, but also it's a nice combo with the Blade ult. And I think, Toad ban. They don't want to deal with the carpet as we discussed yesterday. I obviously think, as I said, they are stronger bans, but they are just not wanting to force the invis matchup here. It looks like it.
Yeah, invisible boundary is a lot harder to counter with the mag ult than that cloak and dagger ult. As cloak and dagger mag players have been used to getting those dunks on the cloak and dagger ults, but invis, you gotta walk into it to try to get it, and if she has her own shield, so makes a strong case as a counter pick to that Magneto that is still available, but a Dino ban not wanting to deal with this very, very strong character as I think Dino is this game's Malga, being an anti-tank tank himself.
I think it's a very solid ban. It's also another comp.
Pick your hero or villain.
Another hero
I'm not judging.
that Loves is incredibly strong on. Who's going to be that? Loves Emma. I love the Loves Emma. Yeah, they're obviously expecting the dive with the Venom save, and Zan and Loves are like, okay, we're going to protect you backline. We have the White Fox. I do think this is probably going to be a pretty quick switch up from Universe 7 once the first fight goes. They're obviously going to run with the Venom and see how the dive goes. But I mean, that backline is just... Oh, it's going to be a last minute switch.
Yeah, maybe they're anticipating this.
Hope you're not in stream, Universe 7.
Oh, the dirty stream watches could be
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Watching the stream, but they're going for a different combo. They switched off of that dive combo, run into a wall combo with that Wolverine and that Bruce Banner and a little bit of that Hulk action going. But seems like it's going to be a brawl mirror.
Very brawly with the fast balls, because we were saying. I think that is going to be the key to how this first fight's certainly going to go. Is Crazy Storm going to be able to get that grab with the Wolverine? I mean, the tanks will be very tough to get because of the ammo and thing, but we'll see. Any grab from the Wolverine is good value.
Yep, it looked like he can set up for that grab. Grab is going to be probably the early win position. A grab on a tank.
Turn around. A nice deep freeze.
A little bit so that they can spread that tank. But the fight has started off 4, a lot of hook damage. Universe 7 is leading. But on the side of Eagle Eye, they are also taking quite a bit of damage. Will bring those in, but he's getting a lot. But Zan is able to get mono. Now Zan just looking like he wants to piece up his backline, getting some punches. And now this blade just slicing and dicing Squishy on his character. Yep. And now this Bruce Banner might be staggered. Oh yeah, they're gonna stagger him a little bit. Oh my. Right, they got stag. Yeah, fat stagger while you're getting up to 45% on ultra to try to get back into Hero Hulk. He's still now. They have to wait just a little bit extra for Bruce to get back into this fight.
Good, really good start for Eagle Eye. Kind of the worst start possible for Universe 7. They didn't really build any ults there. It's Squishy and Six are very close to their ultimate. They are going to have Rune's ult, the invisible boundary, and they really need to get that. Squishy's going to come to an ult though.
Yeah, early blade ult comes on.
Nice.
He slices and dices, gets onto Da Vinci. Rune gets taken down. No support on the side of Universe 7. But they managed to get Squishy, but I don't think that would be a valuable pick. A Six just gets a double kill. Zan just moving in onto Mono and gets that deep neck on the Hulk again. Oh my god, he's going to be staggered once more. Yes, manages to get into spawn, but should have probably chosen to get killed kills rather, but he managed to switch the character and switch back into his own charge, but able to get back into Hero Hulk. Doesn't want to wait too long to get back into point, as the point is on 67%. Early ult from Six manages to get the guard truck onto the front line, gets the double kill, gets a triple kill. Is it going to be a fourth kill? But the Invis push saves it, but he still gets that fourth. Chasing, prodding, looking like he wants to get that Invis running. The Hills walks into the trap, but I'm opening a survive. Mono looking like he wants to get that strange TP. They need to get to point and get to point fast.
Get the touch pretty comfortably. There is a few ultimate teams, but Darren's probably going to look for cover time here.
Yep, the Kumiho and the Luna out by Zan. Good big covering time. Now the Guardrox goes on the other side. Manages to get 3 people, but they're unable to get them off of the map in time. Oh my god! And now Universe 7 are on the back foot and they're on the respawn screen. Eagle Eye with a dominant performance, unable to get a single percent on that point. 1 kill apiece on the side of Universe 7 is a rough showing right now, but they can keep their heads up. They were, and they had a little bit going for them right at the end, but unfortunately that Guard truck like crazy was not able to get the front line of Eagle Eye off of the map. Had both Loves and Zan, and I believe Squishy in the mouth of that Guard truck, heading off the map, but unfortunately it crashes into that pillar before it can get off of the map.
30 seconds before you attack.
Do you think that they're just, no, it's not even respecting the Blade. I do think Blade's just getting so much value. He's always in the front line, and that's why I do like this Emma thing front line, because you can always just run into them with Blade. But they do need to regroup here. They do have the whole cult. Russo really struggled with these old generation that last round, and they do have the invisible boundary. That's going to be the difference here, right? They have a sport ult, Eagle Eye don't, and maybe they can leverage a fight when they really need to win this first fight because of that support ult advantage.
They have the support ult, but they do. Squishy does have that blade ult in it. Really good with that anti-heal, might be able to kill through that invisible boundary. It all depends how big this first ult from Squishy is. He's on this off angle. If they aren't able to wrap, oh my god, it goes in very early. Luna is very low, probably going to die. Now Elsa running for the hills. Elsa manages to, yep, Eren just dies inside of that invisible boundary, and unfortunately they are running, turning for the hills. Oh my god, Russo, not again.
I think it's time to switch for University of this comp is not working. Six is just doing whatever he can, or whatever he wants. Squishy's kind of really doing whatever he wants. The front line, it's just not working right now. Is still going to stick on the whole Emma. I think maybe a mag is right now. Oh,
Elsa ult just comes out of nowhere. What a kick ult. And that's just the Invis getting a double kill. That's not something you see very often. Squishy goes on to Mono, making sure that anti-heal is on that tank. 24/7. Mano isn't able to walk up because of this blade. This blade is always just in the right positions at the right time. And right now, Russo is just getting devoured. This Hulk doesn't look like it's working, but they're not wanting to pivot. They want to use these ultimates. And Mano is the only one that has the ultimate in this low ground angle. Maybe trying to go for a direct quick, but Eagle Eye meets him at this low ground. Zan out of position, but is he able to survive? Gets grabbed. What a grab and what a... but he manages to survive. Oh my god, Zan managed to survive and get the kill on the one. Yep, he has this clobbering time, and that was a misplay on Universe 7. Mano thought that Zan was going to be dead, but unfortunately he turns around to try and get a different kill, but Zan lives, and them allowing Zan to live, they paid the price, and they paid the price, a very, very steep price for that. Another lost fight.
This is looking really rough for Universe 7. They do have most support ult, but 87 points on the point. Right, Mano's going to come in with his ult though.
Gets stunned in the middle of his medical blade ult. Large rocks hitting Valor and Zan, but it seems like... Yeah, unfortunate, not really a C9 because they were under an extreme amount of pressure, so they did not have the time to walk up to touch the point. And unfortunately, right there, 0% game on the side of Universe 7. It's a strong performance by Eagle Eye, showing why they're the dominant side in South Africa. And as I said before in the pre-match, Valor being a very strong player, being a day one rivals player, day one in the Marvel scene, and being one of the pillars of the South African competitive Marvel rivals at a Discord.
Really strong play from the team, from Eagle Eye. Universe 7, you can't be too upset, right? This is, as we said, the final boss. It's the first time playing. There's still a whole lot of games to be played here if they can turn this around, but you just gotta shake it off. You gotta be like, okay, it's rough first game. This is still winnable, but it's not something you need to get upset about because it's just such a difficult position to be in if you're Universe 7. Your first tournament, don't get too upset. There is going to get a sub on the side of Universe 7, so we're just going to wait until we get that sub, and then we can run it. Possibly the last map of the game of the day, guys. Hopefully we get to see more. Hopefully Universe 7 have a miraculous comeback. That's what we're hoping for. But thank you everyone for sticking around as long as you have. It's been a really good stream so far. We still have some crazy good games, hopefully an escort, a hybrid, to come up. Don't forget to spend your channel points. And if you haven't joined the Eagle Eye on the brain. If you haven't joined the Marvel Rivals ZA Discord, please do. We're going to be running more tournaments. There's going to be pikes happening. There's always people hanging out. Come join this community that we're growing slowly but surely. We started off with, having 3 teams at the beginning? And now we're heading to a situation where we have 8-9 teams just for ACGL tournament. So definitely keep going, guys. Keep joining and keep showing up for these tournaments.
Yep, you guys' participation is much needed. We need you, chat. Yeah. Need you to be participating in the next round. Show ACGL that we are a big scene, so they can give it a little bit more resources, right? We're not an officially sponsored game from ACGL. We are currently on probation, but I think our strong numbers are going to speak for ourselves, and we are going to get a lot more traction going, and gonna grow the scene just a little bit more, a little bit at a time. But yeah, guys, we hope to see you guys the next time in the 2nd of August, and we're on to the next map, Museum of Contemplation. Not a map you see very often.
Love this map, and by love this map, I mean really I hate it. But I really it's like the ACGL map pick system is always going to be like one of these maps are going to get in sometime. Oh, the blade ban, they were done with Squishy. Because you can only ban 3 of the maps and eventually just chooses randomly. And I think it'll be like a wacky map that Universe 7 won't mind to play.
Yeah.
Oh no, are we seeing our first triple support Mantis comp? I'm a bit worried for this. Aura ban?
Or a ban on the side of Eagle Eye. They're just like, we don't need bans. We're really strong, man. You guys show your hand, but they got to do the Elsa save though. Making sure they can keep 6 on that Elsa, keep dominating on that hit scan. Iron Fist?
The Iron Fist for Crazy Storm, because obviously Crazy Storm is a very strong Iron Fist player. Maybe they're trying to psych them out and not get the Mantis banned, because Eagle Eye is a team that likes to ban the Mantis, and you really should. Like, Mantis is, like, it enables that triple support comp. Right? She's the best triple support hero in the game. As I said earlier, Ignite, she's the highest banned hero. Teams just don't want to deal with it. But let's see. I think Eagle Eye are literally just doing Aura. I know they're going to deny the group ban. I thought they were going to go for another Aura ban.
I thought it was another Aura ban, but Eagle Eye do not want to do a bit too much. That was a bit too BM for them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Loves was just chatting about what they're gonna be running, and forgot to do the first ban, right? And we're gonna see that save, and it's gonna be the Dino. They're gonna force this brawl, also being a very strong brawl, a brawl character as well. And now they're gonna have that Dino and the Cap. Say looking like they want to get a little bit of a dive element, as you just said, wanting to hide their hand a little bit, having that Iron Fist and that Captain America dive. A very tanky dive indeed, with that Iron Fist and Cap being two characters that can last quite a bit of a while in the backline.
I not a huge fan of Iron Fist in general, but I mean Crazy Storm is just such an incredible Iron Fist, and he is like, he is flexible in that he can dive, obviously, a backline, but also peel very well, or even just enable the brawl. I think there's obviously stronger picks, but Iron Fist is still a very solid hero. And yeah, it is going to be Mano on the Cap. Waffle has subbed in for Russo on the Emma Frost this time. So we're going to see a different Emma player. I don't think the Hulk was working. I don't mind this too much. We are going to be seeing the famous Zan Fanta angle that he talks about. So finally we can see if the hype is worth what Zan has been telling us. I mean, Maverick can attest. He's always wanting to play Fanta. He's always obsessed with his Fanta angle.
Yeah, we'll be seeing if this is going to be.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
No.
Stay strong.
No, here's the thing, being a little bit of troll. We're not gonna get that Fanta. She's gonna play another hit scan. They're gonna be like a little bit more pokey, but Phoenix and Elsa can roll pretty hard for as 2 DPSs. As Phoenix has that self heal and Elsa just builds up a ton of shields.
I think this is a strong pick.
Battle
Always.
starts in 5, 4,
But
3,
especially when you're expecting
2,
the dive, which obviously
1.
they are. But I think Thing is getting a lot more playtime, and like, even though he's the brawl element, a big brawl element, I still think it's very trophy soft. Let's see how this goes.
We'll see how this goes. As a top universe 7 right to 18 as a 70 DPS on this high ground, but oh my god, Waffles takes an enormous amount of damage from these 2 tanks on the front line getting. Can't even keep this corner now. Loves gets grabbed. What a grab from Emma, getting separated off the clock. The Scots have to use that TP to save the front line Eagle Eye, and they managed to get around this corner pretty comfortably. And Amano looking like he wants to set up behind them. Looking like Zan is taking a bit too much damage. Amano is being marked out of this game right now. 6 taking down Crazy before he can even really get a fantastic engage. And now they're just gonna just chill on the copper. They getting forced back. Front line of Universe 7 being very low.
Gray getting a lot of value out of that first fight as well. There is going to be poke holes for the side of Universe 7, and they do have the again, but it's clear that he does have a Luno. They're going to back up and kill the Captain America. That's so bad for Universe 7. Captain America goes 7. For the fight even starts.
Yep, Captain America gets a kill onto that. Captain America gets a kill onto that Iron Fist. No, gets a kill onto Run the Ones. Just getting kills after kills. Waffles gets taken down. Squishy just not missing shots. Check his game. Test his computer, man. He's hacking, I swear to God.
Squishy, a stalwart of the Overwatch community back in the day. He's been around longer than I have, which is crazy to say. and he's just really crossing the ball around the seat right now. It is going to be a setup up on the side. We're going to watch that, yeah.
Another shield.
Cap trying to wrap around, but initiate.
I am ready to
Eagle-Eye just goes, tries to collapse, but the Emma gets taken down. Iron Fist in that backline. Da Vinci gets the carpet onto the runway right now, but they're able to kite that very well. Phoenix Ult comes out, is able to bend it around the corner, huge amount of damage into the backline. But the Luna Ult comes out, but a nerd gets mono. Oh my god, he gets taken down before he can get into that Luna Ult. Now the donk, and the donk lands onto the face of that Luna. Run the ones gets taken down by 6, and now they're just walking forward squishy on this angle. The dominoes just falling on the side of the Universe 7. Wow. Eagle-Eye don't want to concede any ground whatsoever. That Iron Fist has to get out, almost dies, but trying to get to spawn. Oh my god, the side of the DPS is on the side of Eagle-Eye, just popping right off.
A really nice dunk from Gloves there, which means they didn't have to just miss the ult. It was looking really rough for Universe 7. They have switched up their comp to a bit of a front to back. Just again has to go hard, but 6 does have his ult here. Here we go. Here comes the Kraken Impact.
Yeah, Kraken Impact goes down, but Crazy gets taken down. Now Claw Trucks get both tanks. Oh my god, Mag and Emma just get taken down back to front. That 6's language just takes out the front line of Universe 7. Wow, what a dominant fight. It was really fast. It didn't really cost that much. Just took the Fox and the Elsa ult.
That's what we call perfect hero shooter. 2 ults for a fight win is always good value. But there is going to be this Iron Fist ult. But no, that's if he gets super close to her Luna ult. And there is clobbering time. Let's see how this Dan gets this clobbering time. Oh, it's clobbering. His block though.
Yeah, good block from the Iron Fist, and Zan over engages, tries to be the hero, but unfortunately becomes the loser in that engagement. The dunk coming out, is he able to protect that? Ooh, good bubble, and able to protect his Luna Loves. Now Loves looking for this backline. Star-Lord very low on the side of Universe 7. The carpet goes down, laying out the red carpet for his backline to walk in, but unfortunately gets kited out. If Loves is able to survive, then they'll maybe be able to re-engage. Mono does not want to let them re-engage. Pushing with this Emma ult, manages to kill Loves. Could see a strange TP coming out soon. 6 behind them, but Waffles knows 6 wants to get this angle. But how long is he going to be able to live there? Zan on this point gets hit with the damage amplification by that cloak. Is trying to brawl, is trying to survive for as long as he can. Waiting for the strange TP from Loves. It is soon to be coming out. 6 coming up on that ultimate. Yep, they do get that touch. The Star-Lord run the ones, trying to get that. Oh, gets the kill, gets both supports. This manages to turn it on. Crazy, finishes off Loves. Run the ones, get a triple kill with the last kill onto one more Zan, and they're able to push onto second point.
Yeah, Run the ones, a huge clutch moment there. And I really feel like keeps the series alive. If they didn't cap A, I think it would have been a really tough game. But he managed to kill the White Fox just before she got ult. Because there was no re-engagement to them. They kind of folded after that. And it at least gives Universe 7 something to hold on. Maybe they can push further here. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Elsa getting early shots onto that Star-Lord, but Star-Lord managed to survive. If he got taken out super early, it would have been bad, but Zan has this clobbering time now, but we saw how he got used the last time, but oh my god, he manages to get a punish onto Run the One, looking for this backline. Oh, gets stunned before! Yeah, humongous cancel by Waffle, manages to stun up that thing before he's able to get that out, but no, Kumiho comes down, Fox going in, Naruto, red carpet comes down on the side of Universe 7, do not want to retreat, want to W key right now, but Zan running away, trying to get to his support to get healed. The cheaper Town Hall goes up, now we're gonna see who the immortal Iron Fist is. Zan deciding to just kill, but that was a very expensive fight on the side of Universe 7.
Yeah, Eagle-Eye made you could see the conscious choice not to use Luna ult. They did have it and they decided, okay, this is a huge ult thing from Universe 7. We take the L, we take the fight loss and come back with all these ults. I don't know if I like that so much, but they should be able to win this fight.
Lartrox take this, manages to scoop, but Luna comes down on the side of Eagle Eye. Now, Mana looking to hit this dunk. Does he get it? Oh, he hits it, but not charged enough. Didn't get that direct shot, but 6 managed to take run the 1. Zan takes out crazy. Both WS is out on the side of Universe Sibling. A clobbering time gets cancelled again. It's cancelled again, but he managed to get on the back line. The cloak and dagger very low. Zan looking for it. Let the herd manage to finish off Mano. Waffle gets taken down the cloak, running for her life. Wow, what a fast fight on the side of Eagle Eye. Early Glartrox comes out, but now they're crazy looking for the strange TP, making sure they can get the fight, get the point.
You get the touch here, and is Farrell, when he goes down immediately, it's going to be a push, right? Farrell, can you get it now? Good luck to crazy.
Six takes down crazy. Love takes down. Oh my god, it is going ultra fast as 6 takes down the Luna, and Squishy manages to finish off the other support. Great push, but not good enough. They had a good thing going, but Eagle Eye managed to stabilize and regain control of this match.
Squishy really went crazy on that last point. On the defense there, he had some crazy picks at the first point, and then gets that pick on the staller right at the end. There wasn't really a answer for that at that point, except just hitting his head, and he definitely hit it. Yes, there was the Love's dunk, but that expires pretty quickly with the starter ult. Really good hold at the end for Eagle Eye, but Universe 7 can't be upset. They've pushed halfway through a very notorious map. Like, it's really hard to complete Museum of Contemplation. So Universe 7 still in it, but Eagle Eye got to be happy with that in the end.
Yeah, very good fight on the side of Universe 7. They have something to hold their heads up, but they need to lock in and finish this game. We've seen stranger things happen on this map, right? 4 holds are very possible. This map is very choke curvy, and all the corners are 90 corners, so very good corners to hide your supports away from hit scans and range damage. Looking to lay waste to your supports. It's really hard to push this map. It's easy to break line of sight on this map. So, but Universe 7, looking like they want to hold with that brawl comp they were doing earlier. They don't want to do that dive comp they tried to set up earlier with a Mono gets chunked very early. Gets his bubble flows out super early. Mind Crush coming out on the side of Eagle Eye. Good angle on the side of Universe 7 as run the ones wanting to get that off angle on that Star-Lord, looking to irritate that backline switch. He goes to block. Mono getting chunked down once again. Now it's Waffle's turn to be on death door. This thing is doing a lot of damage and taking a lot of damage. Love wanting to keep holding the space by pushing their boundaries. Mono being bullied. The tank line of Universe 7 eating an astronomical amount of damage from this Punisher. The Fox is going in. 6 gets another kill. Squishy finishes off that Luna. Valor finishes off Waffles, and it is just a good fight from Eagle Eye. Getting a early fight, putting themselves in a good position to cap this first point. Universe 7 might be able to get a strange TP, right, Jake? Right, good strange TP. Yeah, good strange TP. Just comes out 6 with the shotgun. Wanting to lay waste. Universe 7. Rack impact goes down. Does it get anyone as of right now? Punisher trying to chew through these health bars. It's too much. Oh my god!
The damage.
Yeah, the Lunar damage boost manages to cleave through the team of Universe 7, and they get taken down. They invested that Luna out, but it was not enough healing. And if Luna doesn't heal enough, there's not enough healing in this game.
That was a really good re-engagement from Eagle Eye. They got the Luna ult out. They're like, okay, we're just gonna wait a little bit, get answer with our punishment and all that, just right. And they do that in the end. And now this is getting really rough for Universe 7. There's going to be a lot of staggering.
Yeah, another stagger. Squishy going on and getting run the ones with the assistance of Zan. Zan managed to get 2 kills, and now Luna caught out of position right here. Emma getting punched, getting chased to a spawn door, but Zan making sure we are able to not overextending too much, staying a lot disciplined. They know they still have a lot of maps to cover right now. They just want to get those staggers and get out.
It's not looking good for Universe 7 for this 4 minutes, but they have a whole bunch of ults here. If they manage to get a nice combo, get value from the support ult, get a nice M ult, they can maybe turn this around, and they are going to open up with the M ult.
Yeah, Emma ult swings, but Squishy manages to get the kill on Toronto ones. Clobbering just goes onto the
Cancels
backline.
the cloak ult.
Yep, cloak ult gets cancelled by Zan, and oh my god, another humongous thing ult by Zan. And I think that'll be game. Starload manages to touch in time, but wow, just gets deleted before that Galactic Patrol is able to do anything. What a fast series, so dominant from Eagle Eye.
Great play from Zan. I think that was the only, not the only way, but it wasn't going to be a fight win without that cloak ult. And cancelling the cloak ult was what really won them the fight in the end. But Squishy really popping up an incredible map. Definitely our MVP for that last match. Him and Six went crazy, but two really, I think he got MVP on both maps. I don't know, it was Valor on the last map, but still, Squishy, a really strong performance. And Eagle Eye, doing what Eagle Eye does. They show up, they get a really tough matchup in the first game, a new team with a bunch of Celestial players, a really tough matchup in the semi-final against Nexus, and a really tough matchup in the final as well. And they answer the call. They don't lose a map and win every game that was that they were faced with, and they win. It's not a big bunch of money, but they still win the money nonetheless. And a really, really, really strong showing from them once again. Are we gonna now, Rick? Are we ever gonna see a different winner of this competition?
I think so. Teams we can see